Facebook, IG Squad, Likey Squad, YouNow, and then Twitch side. So the reason I recommend saying, to go live on multiple platforms, because if any butterfly unicorn in the feelings want to report you for hate speech, with everything, anything, it doesn't matter what it is. You can be talking about Repo Talk, Blue Talk, Yellow Talk, it doesn't matter. But in the feelings, what they do, report you for hate crime. And for the most part, what happens? They believe them, and if you have a good live session, they pull it, and then you don't have a backup. Like I tell people, my podcasts are TikTok lives basically. So tomorrow I'm gonna start working on my season 3, 2022 TikTok lives, because this year's about to be over, so I'm pretty much behind. But remember, I'm a single father of 8 kids. I do a bunch of one-on-ones, Zoom calls, phone calls. I'm doing a lot for one individual, but once again, like I tell everybody, I sacrifice my life for you guys, for the whole people behind the screens, because maybe locally you don't have no one to talk to about life, or, relationships, whatever you're struggling with wise, because you already tried that, and your family and friends threw your past in your face, and then you walls are up and you don't want to talk to nobody, right? Trust issues, I get them most definitely wise. But the cool thing about social media wise, I'm always in your pocket. I'm just trying to start to forewarn you, especially in Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino, Spaniards. I don't have to share their culture every which way. If you want to date Spanish people, reach out to me. I'll guide you every which way, especially if you're a female or whatever you're into, gay, straight, etc. wise. But now there's an annoying buzzing sound. Oh, let me plug the mic out. Yeah, it's the mic more likely. So let me know if it's the mic, because I unplugged it. That's what happened last time. So I was like, well, that's what he said. He didn't hear me. I was like, cool, let me plug the mic in. That was it. Okay, so yeah, this is going to garbage. I bought this at eBay for like $9-10, garbage. So I gotta buy better mics. So in time I'll have all that. But anyways, whatchamacallit, so that's why I tell people, like, I'm here for you which way. And that's the cool thing in the market. I was at the the farmer markets wise. I saw, well, she's a new customer to me wise, right? And last week wise, once again, remember, it's just simple questions in the universe. Simple questions, you have conversations with anybody, right? And I always ask everybody, how you doing? How's it going? How's we coming along? How's the family? How your parents? It's just the bullshit. I love it. I'm an extrovert. If I gotta pay to talk, I'd be a zillionaire, right? So with that said, and I asked her, because she's from, it was her and her friend, and I asked me, I hear you guys asking, I'm asking where your tongue from, and they're like, well, you can say Russian, but we're from, Ukraine. Okay, cool, that's awesome, hell yeah. And then, her friend walks away, and this is last week, day-wise, right? And I ask her, ask everybody, especially for themselves, hey, how you doing? How's the hubby? She's like, hubby? I go, I'm sorry, well, I say hubby, but, like boyfriend, husband doing. And then she's like, he actually broke up with me today, and she started bawling, right? Like, literally, like, it was crazy. I was in town there today when I started there. I was like, for a millisecond, I thought she was like playing, just like messing around, But nah, she literally dead ass was bawling. I was like, oh shit, shots fired type of thing. And that was just a question. I asked everybody the same shit in the markets, in the streets. How you doing? How's it going? If it's if it's a dude, how's the wifey doing? Oh, I'm not married. Well, wifey, girlfriend, whatever. Oh yeah, she's good. Or be like, oh, I don't have a wife or girlfriend. Oh, just you. Well, how you doing? And vice versa. So with that said, that's how I tell people, simple questions. And that's the thing, like, that's what I tell, like, when I start a day, how's coming, how you doing, how's we coming along, etc. Actually, I take it back. I didn't ask you how you doing, how's we coming along. Because the thing is, when you go through a breakup, and when someone asks you how you doing, that shit hurts. Because you're not doing fucking good, you're actually doing bad. So I tell people, try to watch your lingo, and they're asking me, like me, how's we coming along, how's the family? And she's like, I'm good. And she's actually, I'm okay. So I know, because I know what she's going through, right? So we're talking about mixing all the good stuff, the last day of the market. And then, she's like, oh, thank you for talking to me last week, etc. I go, no, hey, no, I know you came in the market just to buy produce, but this is what I talk about. This is I have all my ink on my neck, my chest, my arm, etc. Because I'm telling a story for everyone. I go, I'm doing a crash course to life so you don't feel alone. Because it's just simple words. Like, that's the shit in life. If you break it down, it's real simple words. And the type of why life become hard. Life became hard. Yes, you have your child trauma for sure. On my neck for a reason. But the reason why life became hard, because relationships, dead ass. You got toxic ass broken relationships. That's why the corny bullshit, good guy, good girls finish last all the fucking time. Why? Because when you're more empathetic, the more good guy, good girl, what happens? You hook with opposite attract, the bad guy, bad girl. Reason being because you have toxicity at home. That's why. So you don't get love at home. What you do? Find it somewhere else. And that's the shitty part. You find it in the wrong individual. Not knowing, but the thing is, like, the cool thing about situation, I tell people, like, yo, like, if no one has to talk to you about empathy and narcissist, no one talks about any of that shit, then don't be too hard on yourself, because that taught you traditional corny ways. With nothing wrong with religion, but they taught you what? Go to church and pray. Leave it in God's hands. Like, okay, leave it in God's hands for sure. I get that concept, but they're cheating on me, being very abusive to me, wise. So what? God's like, yo, I heard your prayers. And in time, you know, when you have courage, you can get up and leave whenever you want to. But you can pray to me all you want. You can pray a whole plan that your partner changes. That's their choice. You know, I can't fix you or save nobody in the universe. I gave everyone in the universe free will. Your choice every day broke down to do right or wrong. That's why it's called premeditated choice. But like the cartoons, a little angel devil, eventually I'm going to get that next year on my, because this year's about to be over, next year on my shoulders. A little angel, little devil to represent Lucifer and God. Like, yo, always in our ear. God wants to do good, Lucifer wants to do bad, but that is our choice. Both of them did not put a gun to our head at all. Our choice to do right or wrong, every which way. So when you want to blame God, nope. I tell you, yo, don't do that. Don't pull that corny bullshit. Stop doing SOS, stuck and stupid. 1.3 wrong answer. You're doing what? Deflection, projection, and blame everybody for your mistakes. No. Tell the truth. 1 plus 1 equals 2, and do self accountability wise. Like, yeah, I messed up. I shouldn't have done that. There you go. I know it hurts telling the truth, but you know, because you usually have excuses in life. Now tell the truth, you feel a little bit better, and you start working yourself. No one's perfect. We do our flaws, but the thing is, you don't keep doing the same mistakes. If you keep doing the same mistakes, what's it called, kids? It's called a habit. Especially in relationships. If you keep cheating on a good shit, verbal abusive, you're broken. You're not ready for relationships at all. And here's a heads up. You wanna forewarn to for the people not to hook up with their own universe. The category I created: lost empaths, lost empaths. The black market: gangbangers, mafiosos, drug dealers, racist, military cats. Those categories right there are the most broken people in the universe. Why the military cats? Because they taught psychology, and guess what? As everybody's got BPD, bipolar borderline personality disorder, and MPD, narcissistic personality disorder. If that's not true, 2 simple questions: why are you feelings? Why do you get triggered by words? It's just words, right? So with that said, join the military. Guess what? You're trained to be a robot, show no emotions. They have all these people that are narcissistic around you, screaming in your face. So that's why when you leave the military and go back to the Matrix, you can't survive. Because with that said, you're gonna pop up on everybody. But your advantage is you have what? The military to back you up. If you do anything wrong, unalive somebody, etc. type of shit, PTSD, trauma, etc. You have to, your narcissistic government wise to back you up, type of shit. So that's that type of people. I just gave you a heads up in life. That's the people you show them number of distance. Stop doing the blue pill corny shit that we were taught, and we think to ourselves, because you're more empathetic. I see the good in them, right? You see the good in them, but you don't see the good in yourself. So you think in your head, like at the church I heard last time, like I was. But what are you guys? Like I was. You guys are lovers, healers, overthinkers, fixers, savers, and changers. So you think, not know that I can save, change. Yeah, do that. Try that. I did that shit with everything in my life. And toxicity like a motherfucker. I won't ever be, ever, not never, ever. When you say, I'm never, when you use the word never, try to avoid using the word, because the word is, it's whatchamacallit, you define logic. That's Lucifer's side. I'm never going to cheat. I'm never going to drink. Yeah, you're going to cheat. You're going to drink. And when remember, I already told you verbally wise. You're hurting behind this pod, etc. And when you do, like, remember me, before you fall on your face, remember, they hit your head in the ground. Like, damn, he for a woman not to use that word. Use ever, won't, avoid, any word other than never. Trust that. And that's why when you switch your vocabulary wise from blue pill to red pill, then you will do a hell of a lot better every which way. Like, don't use the word hope. Like me, I'm talking to one-on-one with Jehovah, right? It's Jehovah Squad, Jehovah, and this is wise. Me, I love to debate 1,000, so I go, I'll learn about the Bible again on the Jehovah side. And I tell anyone's religious, I don't care if you're Buddhist, Muslim, I don't care what you is. Like, let's talk in Bible. This is a good conversation wise. Because, we can always refer to the Bible for sure, but remember that it forewarns it, but it's my choice to do right or wrong. My choice to body hop, do drugs, pills, whatever I want to do. Anything negative, that is my choice, right? And like, it's your choice. But you can't blame God on Lucifer. You can try to. But I tell people, like, yeah, no. But with that said, like him and I, we go back and forth. We're talking vibes, so we'll talk about Bible talk. And he'd be like, God gives us hope. I'm like, we can do it because what the Bible says correct, right? But I'm not being rude to you as an individual. Like, I don't like the word hope. He's like, why is that? Because I go, if you break down Repo talk, I go, no, he's like, yeah, speak your mind, that's cool. I go, because the word hope is what? It's like, I hope my partner changes. I hope I get this job. When you use the word hope, plan, what are you doing? And you praying. Nothing wrong with praying, but what are you doing? If you be honest with yourself, take the red pill as what? You're gaslighting yourself every which way. I hope, plan, I get this job. My partner changes their ways. And when they don't change their ways and you don't get the job, what happens? If they go to shit, you become bitter. So if you use the word idea, the idea my partner changes. The idea I get this job. The idea, whatever. Anything you're gonna do that you, quote unquote, what's that word they use? What's the word? Not meditation, but I actually have a plaque right here that says it on here, but I forgot where I put it at. Manifesting, that's the word. I'm tired. Manifesting. I got back from Seattle. But what you gonna call it? When you're manifesting, what are you doing? You're thinking about it, right? So that's why if you were the idea, I get this job. And then the word idea is 50-50 shot. Idea, I get it. Awesome, 50-50, right? The other 50, I didn't get it. It wasn't meant to be. I don't become bitter. My day doesn't go to shit. I go on my day. I'm blessed every which way, right? To the top people, it's all about switching your vocabulary. Very simple words, and then from there, wise, you can learn about people, learn about yourself. That's why, think about it. If anyone's trolling you on social media, that's the worst one. I tell people, yo, if you don't have BPD, empathy wise, why do you let, and social media wise, these trolls bother you with petty ass words? You're ugly, fat, stupid. You're dumb. You know what you're talking about. No one's here. You know, all that. Anything you want to say negative to you wise, man. So in time, when you're working yourself, study and comprehend these words. Google's your best friend. YouTube's your best friend. TikTok's your best friend. TikTok's the best platform to learn about narcissists, how we function in which way as individuals. But on TikTok world, and respect to them, I'm like in the narcissist community, I'm the black sheep. Because initially 2 years ago, I was programmed the narcissist because I believe my ex was a narcissist, right? I'm the verbal abuser, narcissist trait. She's the physical abuser, narcissist trait. Why did she become physical? That's the shit. All these narcissist creators, I can't say all, a lot of narcissist creators, therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, they don't talk about that. They'll be like, oh yeah, well, yeah, it's narcissist trait, narcissist tendencies. Like, right. But why did she become physically abusive? Because I triggered her, which is called what? Reactive abuse. She's reacting to my words, and that's why shit's flying. That's why she's hitting etc. wise. Because I triggered her. Because I'm the person that says, I love her, but she's ugly. I love her, but she's stupid. I love her, but she's fat. Anything negative, see? I own those words in her head, in her mansion. I'm the first person in her head, face to face, has hurt her, etc. Then she has what? Exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. That's it on my neck for a reason. To trigger the universe. I love triggering the universe. My job is to trigger you every which way. As a woken in the Matrix, we're the refuse universe. My job is to trigger you, but the kicker. Blue pillars will trigger you. People narcissistic will trigger you, right? They'll kick you down, they'll keep you down, and they will not let get you. They will not let you get up. I will. Like, yo, give me your hand, let's do this again. Like, it's okay, I bothered you, but it's cool. We gotta figure out why these words hurt you. If you want to, if not, keep wearing the mask, smiles, keep running from yourself. That's the ish. I'm just trying to forewarn you what's gonna happen to you. I was you for 30 years of my life, best of 41. For the last 2 years, love life. Every day but beyond is the best thing. It's the best, like, yo, heaven on earth type of shit. That's what type of people. Blue Pill talk, you know, all this bad going around the universe, right? What is it called? They call it hell on earth. Like, yeah, Repo talk, look around you. Anything positive, anything makes you happy. Heaven on earth. It could be a sunrise, the stars, the bird, your kid, anything. Heaven on earth. Anything makes you happy. You blessed, man. That's what it's on, I won't say his name, but, you know, I'll keep it humble. Like the Jehovah Cat. You know, like, I go, as a Catholic, I raised that, probably a lot of religions, that, you know, after we die or if we pass on, what happens? It's gonna be beautiful, the birds and the bees, all that shit, everyone should love, respect each other. So, and I always wish, you know what, I can't wait to die, because guess what? After I die, it's gonna be beautiful. No toxic bullshit, no negative bullshit, no stress about nothing. Like, right, but let's say scenario, you don't die till you're 100 years old. Then what? You'd be praying for 100 years to pass away, and you're only 20 years old. Like that, you got 80 more years to go, and all this time, heaven on earth around you. You control your environment, energy, and peace every which way. Like, I mean, I'm financially struggling, I'm looking for a job, etc. But I don't trip, I fall. I just adapt. I don't gotta go nowhere. I just chill, right? Keep applying for work, etc. But as an individual, like in my mansion, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, in my head, I'm the richest person in the universe. I'm the biggest trillionaire in the universe. No one can touch me. But we can all become that when we work on ourselves individual. That's the true happiness in life. True richness in life is your mansion. When you finally close all the doors of pain. When everyone in the universe hurts you. When you can do that, then guess what happens? Now you actually love yourself, mind, body, heart, sense of love 1,000. True happiness, unconditional love, support others. Who? The person in the mirror. Then you blessed. No one can hurt you with words. That's why I love, once again, Jordan Peterson when he says that analogy, it's better to be a word in a garden than a garden in war. Guess what? I'm both. All you narcissistic people, please please come back. I tell people all the time, I'm a lies. Take the red pill. Destroy me, kill me with words. Give me my feelings, trigger me. Try to trigger reactive abuse. The only purpose people get triggered my reactive abuse wise is my 8 kiddos, especially the boys. The 5 of them, because guess what? Their kids are still growing up. They're all wild out, etc. It's a lot when you're a single father with kids. I don't got a partner. That's what I tell my ex, like, yes, your husband works at England, but guess what? You still got a partner that can help you. I don't have nobody but myself. So when the kids are here, guess what? There's a lot of love going on. Co-parenting the best as. I give all mothers in the universe my respect to you because I comprehend now what it is to be a mother. It's a lot going on. The more kids you have, the more stress it is. So now I tell all the young cats, or anyone, older cats, like, you and your partner potentially might have tensions, right? So with that said, but I promise you 1,000, like, let's teach you to stay home mom scenario, right? As long as you show the respect and tell your baby doing a good job, help with the dishes, do the garbage. I know you're tired for sure, I get it, but guess what? If you hate watching kids, I promise you this. The cool thing about working 2-3 jobs, I can be tired, exhausted, right? But I can take a break whenever I want to, and no one's chasing me. That's why I comprehend the memes on Facebook where the mom's trying to take a shower, go potty, and the kids are pounding the door. Yeah, I know exactly how that shit feels. And when I told me I get bothered, he said, what do? I go outside, get some air, because I'm getting triggered. So I call and Lucifer's looking at me like, yo, kid, Lucifer knows what the deal is. The one time I can get triggered is my kiddos. The only reason that. You teenagers, adults, please, I challenge all the universe. I love to debate 1,000. You might, you won't trigger me. You could potentially bother me a little bit with words because if you're raising your voice, I'll match your energy. I'll raise my voice too. But with that said, when you're confident the way you speak, no one can challenge you. Nobody. Only you, an awakened Morpheus in the Matrix or a woke Neo Trinity, but it's not a competition. Like, yo, we talking to Bible and get you your feelings? Yo, then you're my level. I'm 1,000. Top of the mountain. I love life to the fullest. I'm not being able to say is like when you're a blue pillar, or you're less 500, 600, you're still trying to figure it out. You still have your whys and whatever you're doing with your mansion wise in your head, etc. Right? But the cool thing is that you're working on yourself, so you're ahead of the game. You're not just like, well, I'm gonna work hella hard, I'm gonna do traveling, etc. But here's the kicker: you can keep yourself busy, but a lot of us keep yourself busy because why? We're trying not to deal with ourselves, not trying to deal with their mansion. So we're at the smiles, going with the day, but here's the kicker: at the night and the day, whenever your shift ends, who do you gotta deal with in the night? Keep it simple at nighttime, right? The person in the mirror. You can't even look at yourself for 5 minutes. You can't even deal with yourself for 5 minutes. And you're always overthinking, right? And here's the best part of the cherry top: you can't even go to sleep because you have what? Insomnia. 95 to 90% of yours have insomnia because they're overthinking, because they're mansion. All doors are payment open. That's why I have all the tattoos on my neck. For the reason to hold your hand, guide you, make it easy as possible. And with that said, I'm just like, I love telling a story. That's why the missus, which is I saw her day wise, like I tell you last time I asked a question, boom, started balling. So we're telling a day, how's it come to launch? It's good, decent, whatever, And I told her I'm gonna tell you an analogy. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I'm just giving a forewarning. She'll go for it. I go, when you go into breakup, it sucks. It hurts hella, right? Especially when they're moving on. But the intent is to try to, yes, easier said than done, but the intent is to focus on yourself. Focus the person in the mirror first and foremost. Have a support team. I told homegirl, yo, miss, keep an eye on her, please. Like, she needs help, She might say, no, I'm good. Nah, she's not good. Because as I told you, like, I know we have a language barrier. I speak fast. I'm trying to slow down. I apologize. But with that said, you're female, right? So you guys are more empathetic wise. We males are more narcissistic. You pay attention. I have never heard these terms before, but you're the nice guy. You're the nice girl. I'm the bad guy, quote unquote, right? And that's the thing. I can get to believe like nothing, and y'all die, right? And it hurts. And you're trying to comprehend how am I shedding tears, how am I bawling over one individual, and the reason why is because I told her like all traditional lost empathists and narcissists are broken and codependent of each other. That's why we're at war with each other. That's why relationships are toxic, selling their garbage. Especially if you're 2500. This phone right here in my hand. Use it correctly. What am I doing? Telling a story, talking and vibing with y'all. Incorrectly, you're doing what? You're sneaking links, Jada, August entanglements. You have a partner, A and B, right, but y'all bumping heads, and that y'all reaching out, making comments, posts, etc. on social media. And now you got C through Z coming at your part, August and everyone, in your DMs, etc. The potentials to be. So with that said, what happens? You do these sneaking links, which is a what? The premeditated choice. Everyone got this bullshit excuses, no, but nah. Do it correctly, squash the situation. And it's better to tell them face to face than cheat, because cheating, that's your ghosting, that's your hella. And then you have a person to question self-worth, and they die hella hard. At least if you tell them face, you know what, we'll try again for about a week. After that, now we're squashing this. That's a healthy breakup, but it's better to die that way, correct, not incorrectly. Because if someone ghosts you, someone cheats on you, you're gonna die, man. That shit hurts bad. And why? But why does it hurt? It hurts because they broke what? Trust, right? And the second part, loyalty. That's the shit that hurts. And here's the worst part about the situation. If you're still in a trauma bond, if you know what a trauma bond is, it's like a soul tie. You know, it's a bite. When you lay down with somebody physically, TLC wise, what are you doing? Exchange your energy, forming a bond, soul tie. And the person more narcissistic wise can easily, typically the male, you get up and leave like nothing. They go body hopping like nothing. Females typically fall back first and work on themselves, but they're the one that has the hardest. Why? They're in a trauma bond. And to find out if you're in a trauma bond, really easy. If y'all break up and y'all break up like 20 times, yeah, welcome to a soul tie. Welcome to a trauma bond. Every which way. You know, you feel good because you have a support team, right? But then when you see him, your walls go down. And the time you face bare miss, you can get a hug. And you get that hug can also a lot more because why? Because y'all have what? A relationship before. So y'all exchange energy. You know what that TLC can evolve to a lot of shit. So you have to be very cautious with that. And if you fall to them, and even though the cheating mistreat you and you take them back, that's called the word trauma bond. That's why I say a trigger warning: addiction, loneliness, trauma bonds. All you go what? Codependency wise. You believe in your head, I need these drugs. I need this person. It sucks being lonely. But yeah, it sucks being lonely because no one taught you how to be by yourself. That's why typical males are really codependent and their body hopping like crazy. They do the whole face, quote unquote. Females are codependent, but for the most part they fall back because you know what? I'm down for a minute. I'm gonna just chill. You can do the whole face too, but here's the kicker. Like, whatchamacallit? Like yeah, you know, fresh and fit, entertain all them, right? Quote unquote red pillars, but then once again, not red pillars, straight up blue pillars. 95% of shit talk about is blue pill. Because they talk about the whole face, body count, all this shit, high value, but they don't even elaborate. Like, yo, why are we doing a whole face? Which I will do TikToks about the shit. Like, why do a whole face? A lot of people, oh, because, you know, that's what men do, biology, like corny shit. Like, yeah, caveman talk, blue pill answer, every which way. So that's garbage. Like, no, that's an incorrect answer. Your blue pill answer for sure, because guess what? You don't want to talk about that because now if you put the guys in the spot and break it down why they do the whole face, then yeah, people think you potentially wise. Especially the females. If you believe or hope in forever love, are you codependent? I wouldn't say you're codependent. It's an idea. It's good. Like it'd be nice to have like long-term, last dying breath type of relationships. The downfall of that situation is if you don't know how to judge people for who they really are, you're gonna sell yourself a dream. And with that said, you know, yes, be attracted to the potential to be, but see through me. Anybody. Like me, I do so many one-on-ones, right? In Seattle wise, he said all the good stuff, right? And I like, the female in my DMs, want to pass boundaries, they tell me I'm not a virgin, you can talk to me, whatever, elaborate, but I'm not being rude to you. Yes, no passing boundaries, you're beautiful, cosmetic, all the good stuff, right? But you're going through a breakup. You know, I'll make you feel good, all the good stuff by the way I speak. For sure, I get you, but you're not ready for a relationship. I go, first and foremost, I'm too much for you. Like, what do you mean? Here's the best thing about social media. Look at my platforms. You can study anybody in the universe on social media because typically, for the most part, you have what? A platform. And from there, wise, you have all your posts, comments, etc. Like me, I don't do selfies. My selfies are my TikToks. Right? I don't take selfies, none of that stuff. Maybe once in a while to make like a, you know, like when I get my hair done, etc. But with that said, there you go. So that's my line. When I talk about Red Pill talk, I'll talk about life, relationships by Sir Emerson Arch. So I talk about every day of my life for the last 2 years. Tell a story to forward to the universe, and I'll keep saying that to my last dying breath, right? So with that said, in time, learn how to judge people, because if not, then, you know, the long-term relationship would be beautiful, right? For the most part, females are more empathetic wise, and they can, for the most part wise, you have a better chance with the person that's more empathetic wise, especially female. Males, not really, because they don't know what they want, right? They think not know, especially if they're more narcissistic wise, no. They think they want a relationship, but they just want lust. And that's why that's why in a blue pill world, your relationship starts like what? Like mine did back in the day. Where it starts with lust, and real shit talk. Honeymoon phase, 30 to 90 days tops, and that's it. That's all you got. That's your ETA. 30, 90 days after that, it's over. It fizzles off, and that's it. But it starts with lust, then it falls to what? Love. Then it falls to what? Toxic love. What's toxic love? You know, you're verbally abusive, I'm verbally abusive, you're physical, I'm physical, whatever. You ghost, I ghost, toxicity, we break up, you know, you cheat, I cheat. Any negative shit, anything that hurts you, that is not love, that's called toxic love. Because toxic love hurts, pain hurts, overthinking hurts. Love is beautiful, soothing, care type of shit, you know? And then it falls to the last part. You know, this is where you die. They cheat, you ghost, they ghost, and potentially if you do correctly, you squash it correctly. No one cheats, no one falls. Like, yo, we'll try, and that's it. And that's the typical blue pill relationships, and it's such to say, but it's dead ass true. That's how it happens. That's why y'all think that, you know, we know each other. Like, nah. If you're more of a square, like in the suburb area, potentially have a better shot because you're more empathetic wise. That's what I'm talking about. My niece and nephew, when they go to Seattle, the market, look around you. What do you see? What do you see? People, but right, look at the people. But what do you see around you? Like, what's the environment you see compared to where we're from? Like, they're good people. Yeah, they're squares. I have my tattoos for a reason. They're squares. I see all the male, females right here? All of them. Like 99% of them. Squares. Look at, I bullshit with them. Crack jokes with them, etc. They don't know. I'm just a person slanging fruit at a fruit stand. At a farmer's market. I'm having a good conversation with them. I've been dealing with them so many years, right? And they see me every season. Conversation continues on. There's like, nobody, nothing. I go, this is beautiful. This is high potential to be everywhere. He's like, you see these females? I can easily be a long-term relationship with all the females. Because we can actually have these conversations. Because look at, I go, why do you think 90% of my followers on social media wise, and at the markets on the west side and Seattle wise, are females? Because they're not scared to ask a question. Especially like, yo, what's your ink? Why do you have all the tattoos on you for? And what do? Tell a story, elaborate, break it down. And what do? Some of them get emotional because I'm breaking it down. I go, you females have the hardest. Why? You're more empathetic wise. I can be more narcissistic wise. And then I go, here's the kid with blue pill talk. People get into feelings about slavery of the past. I'm like, well, let's keep it 1,000. Red pill talk. Slavery has happened to this day. How so? Because the male typically is more narcissistic. So we're the slave masters, right? We want you females to be submissive, and you become the slave. How so? Because when you try to leave the relationship with the person more narcissistic, which is typically the male wise, you're fighting for what? Your freedom, the physical part. And you have to be very cautious if that person's in, the category I created, a lost empathist wise. Black market gangbanger, mafioso, drug dealer, racist cat, military cat, firefighter, police officer. They're more narcissistic because they got power, etc. That's why they're above just the regular civilian. So you try to leave them in the narcissistic wise, guess what? They can use their badge. You ain't leaving me because guess what? Or let's say I become verbally physically with you. That doesn't happen to me because I'm a boy in the blue. Simple as that. Blue coat type of shit. They give me a slap on the hand, that's it. And when the female tries to leave, the physical part, but it can be kind of dangerous type of shit. You gotta plan it out type of thing. Have an idea to get out of there, to escape. But see, that's the physical part of freedom. What's the second part of freedom? In your mansion, that door of pain that your ex owns, you gotta forgive. First hard part. Obviously not forget. The second hardest part, you gotta let them go. What? You gotta let them go 1,000. Not for 100, 1,000. If you don't, which is definitely your choice, what you gonna call it? Then in your mansion, that door paying the owner, they eating their popcorn, watching a lot of you, smiling your face, living the rent free. So when you can kick them out? How do you kick them out? Because you do closure for yourself. You don't do closure for them, you do it for yourself. If they give you closure, are they giving you closure because they meant it authentically wise, or they told you that because that's what you want to hear, because you keep bugging them, or you cheated. And even if you give it to them authentically wise, a person that's mad because they got cheated on, right, mistreated, they still won't be satisfied. Because remember, they have the right to be mad at you for what? For you folding and breaking the trust. That's the shit. That's when our narcissist traits come out. We become verbally, physically abusive. And you're a square. You're an angel. You ain't hurt a fucking fly at all. But guess what? The partner that cheated on you, the more narcissistic one, she didn't fold on you. That's the one that hurt you, right? So potentially after they tell you, I'm sorry, etc., and they actually mean it 1,000, it's still not satisfied here because you're in disbelief. And they even tell you, oh, you can hit me. And guess what? They just told you and they give you all rights to do that, right? And you will probably do it. And if you still hit them, what happens? You still don't feel good. Because you're like, I just hit this person, but I don't feel good. Because it's not going to feel good because you're not that bad person. But you're triggered because why? They broke loyalty and trust every which way. And that shit hurts bad. And that's the downfall being of a church that lost empathy and narcissists, because we're all broken and codependent of each other. Look at the relationship around you. Look at the shit you've been in. If you're more codependent, why? I need. You don't need nobody in the universe. Blue pill talk, I need people. I need my parents, I need my kids, I need my partner, I need the universe, right? Red pill talk, no. The only person that needs anybody in red pill talk are our kids, our kiddos, because they're not old enough to get a job, a roof over their head, and a car. When they can leave the nest and go into the matrix, guess what? Now they can fend for themselves, quote unquote, but as a parent, forewarn them. I tell my kiddos, yo, I'm the best teacher in the universe. This shit I'm talking about, look at my ink. Nobody in the universe can speak that shit. No one talks this. They'd be okay, narcissist, and that's it. Like, now I mean, like, yo, on TikTok, deadass, type of narcissist, you'll see like you're gonna believe that everybody in the universe is a narcissist. And the downfall is when a person doesn't know about how narcissists, how people function, they're gonna believe everybody narcissistic wise. Like, yo, everyone's got BPD, empathy, even I do. But with that said, they intend to control it at best as. And how do you control it, boys and girls? Very simple. Learning your triggers. What are your triggers? That is the reason why you flash. That's the reason why you have, you know, in Spanish called tóxica. You know, I'm bipolar. Like, yeah, you're a Spanish girl saying the word bipolar because guess what? You got issues because you don't know why you have issues. But you say because I'm Spanish, that's the reason why. Like, yeah, you use your bullshit blue pill excuse, and that's what I say all the time. Not everyone that says, I won't ever, not never, ever be with a Spanish girl, a Hispanic, Latina Spaniard, a Spanish woman, a Hispanic Spaniard, if they're mature, if they speak the way I'm speaking. I'm not being rude to you. Like, I say all the time, like, I can go to Mexico, South America, and be with a regular, like, a traditional, square to the fullest, not toxic, none of that party kicking, none of that shit. Nothing, a square to the fullest. The downfall of the scenario is what? She is taught traditional ways. Go to church, pray, which is beautiful. Nothing wrong with that, right? But I tell her, look at the way I speak, look at the way cameras look at my tattoos. It's gonna be a lot for her, because having tattoos is wrong. Especially if you're Christian and Catholic, that's wrong, because you're tainting the God's vessel, quote unquote, right? But I tell people, I did this for a reason to call it the universe. My tattoos is unique. Nobody in the universe has it. You got laced up from MGK, yes. Yeah, my ex's name, because obviously you have a lot of people's name with her name, right? You know, my stomach says F haters, right? Everyone's got that, right? But as far as like empathy narcissist, no one's got that. You know, pride, ego, etc. No one's got that. Yeah, love and hate, that's combo. Why do I have love and hate? Why do they have love and hate? Well, that's what people have. Right, we all have love and hate, but why? Blue pill answer, we all got that. Red pill answer, why do I have love and hate? I'm a good person, but how do I have hate? How can I say the word hate? If anyone uses the word, I hate this person, I hate that, because you're more narcissistic wise. And the word hate, if you break it down to the fullest, red pill talk, that means to destroy. If you have the powers, like they say, yo, if looks can kill and destroy, it would. And that's why we're blessed not to have powers, quote unquote, not to be like, you know, X-Men, you know, all this Avengers type of shit. Because if we did, guess what? This world would be hella bad. But with that said, you know, you can destroy each other physically wise. But what hurts more than a knife? Blue pill talk, a knife. You get your ass from hurts, yes, most definitely, because his body's weak. This human body is so weak, it's retarded. You get a paper cut, we die, right? Rebel talk, words destroy. They can heal you, trigger, they destroy you wise. Words are very powerful in a positive feeling way, or very destructive. And they're just words. That's the shit. It's mind blowing. They're just words. I do not think your tattoos are wrong, and even traditional women can love the person over just the body. Oh, hermano, not 1,000. That's why. Oh, well, let's say scenario, right? I'm talking to a Spanish girl, right? Hispanic and Spaniard, and she's traditional, like Seattle-wise. Like, she could talk about me, because I've talked to many Seattle-wise, right? And I tell them, like, yo, I'm cool with y'all, vibe with you, but I know where you're coming from, because your side, like, because you look at me, you have the right to judge me. I tell you, blue pill talk, only God can judge. Red pill talk, no, you have the right to judge. God gave us free will, so with that to judge me, right? Brown person with tattoos, you probably think gangrene mafioso, right? Natural instinct, because the way we're raised as blue pillars initially wise, right? And I will not get offended by that. Yo, judge me by that, but now talk to me, especially on social media. What am I about? Look at all my platforms. I talk about the same shit. All my shit are TikToks, right? Once again, I don't really do posts. I really don't make comments for the most part, and I don't really, you know, do selfie type of shit. Nah, it's all TikToks. The best platform in the universe to eat and the easiest to use, and from there wise, just upload. That's all they are, uploads. So with that said, you know, she can see through that. Like, oh yeah, you square, you cool. They tell me like, you're good, but it just, yes, it's the tattoos, right? And I go, because I'm telling a story. So with that said, what's gonna happen? So I tell about the markets, you know, the females, especially Spanish ones, Dominican, Cubans, whatever they are, right? I'd be like, what's gonna bother you is my ink, because why? Because your family's gonna trip on it. Your mother, father, you know, I go, can you take them to my parents' house like this? And they're like, well, I can. You're right, but look at the way your answer is. You're stretching out, well, I can, right? And you're pondering, you're thinking, because you already know the answer is no. You try. I go, it's not hurt my feelings, and that's what I told her. That's my point being, is that right there. You're gonna worry about what your family thinks about me, right? What everyone thinks about me, and I'm gonna be too much for you because I don't care. See what I'm saying? I don't care what anyone thinks about me, because guess what? That's why I'm a bicep reason right here. The one person you need, actually, it's hard to see. The only person you need, chase, complete, submit any validation from is who? The person in the mirror. All you ever need is you. So all I care about is the person in the mirror 1,000. That's the only person I worry about validation from. I don't need validation from my parents. No one in the universe. No one behind the screen. What? I'm selfish 1,000. Yes, I am. Because I come first and foremost. This is my life, not your life, not my kid's life. Nobody's. My parents gave me life, yes. And it's a generous cycle, and I broke it. In the Spanish culture, Hispanic, Latino, Spaniards, yo, if you're behind the screen, you're Spanish. Teach me some shit I don't know. You give me the blue pill talk, religion, culture, God, yeah, but how are you talking about God, but you're still cheating? Why you being a machista? Body hopping, etc. Because my father did it, my uncle did it, my grandma did it. My grandfather did it, etc. Then, yeah, you're a blue pillar. So with that said, that's why I like to say the Spanish culture. I go, yo, tag anybody. All you Spanish people, all over the universe, from Mexico all to Europe, the Spaniards, the original ones. Tag them all in there. Let's have fun with this. Oh, my debate. Teach me some shit I don't know. Dead ass. Let's have fun with this. And I guarantee you, like 90% of the world can't do that in the Spanish culture. Hispanic and Spaniards. It's all traditional ways every which way. That's why I tell people, if you're not Spanish, Hispanic and Spaniard, you want to find out these words. Our analogy for a narcissist is a machista. I have it on my arm for a reason. Eventually on this arm, it'll say mandilon. Empathist, empath. Ask any of your friends in Spanish, what's a machista, what's a mandilon? Yo, you want to test the theory out? Go to a barbecue. Go to a quinceañera, Sweet 15. Go to a wedding. And say it loud. Yo, Juan, Maria, hey, what's a machista? What's a, oh, I'm getting a cotton mouth. A mandilon. Ooh, I'm tired too. Say it loud. I promise you 1,000 when you ask those two small big words in the Spanish culture. You're not, you're yellow, purple, I don't give a shit what you is, right? But you're not Spanish. They'll forgive you to a certain extent, but your friend, family, whoever invited you is going to get regulated by the family. Like, because as soon as you say machista, you were basically talking about the males. The machismo, the guys that I love my wife, I love my girlfriend, but I'm smashing her sister, friend. Oh, I'm sorry, the devil got me, all that corny ass shit. I'll go to retreats, all that corny bullshit, right? And when you say mandilon, that's the bigger guy like myself, soft, chill, etc., right? We're not men, quote unquote, because the girl wears the pants of the house. And it goes the same shit for the females. So when you say this, when you say those words, you're gonna trigger a lot of people in that party, big time. And then as you regulate that, once again, if I invited my peoples, right, and I say let's test it out, and let's say he's white, say my boy, what is John, my boy? Hey, ask that shit, watch. Then all my family's gonna regulate me on both sides, cause they're like, yo, what's up with your boy, man? Why do you ask that in front of everybody? Now you got people in the feelings. I'm like, yo, I didn't know, And then that's why I told them before, like we're here locally, why I was in Seattle, they're like, yo, that's crazy. Why? Because that's a no-no. When you say machista, that is basically the males messing around. And now you're bringing feelings, because let's say the father, the uncle, grandfather has not messed around for like 5 years, 10 years. But the downfall when you say that term, that word, it brings the memories back. And then all the females look at each other. And guess what's gonna happen? Tension. And that's the shit. Two small big words in the Spanish culture. That's how I don't make for a reason, to trigger them. That's the guy like, why would you put that on your arm? It's just a word? Like, yeah, it's just a word, but it means a lot. Exactly, and that's my point being. I'm the universe trigger warning. Everyone's in the culture. Brown people first 1,000, Spanish culture 1,000, and after that, the whole universe. I say it all the time. Like I'm not really when I say that, it's like I'm not gonna be nice anymore. Not in a bad way. Like, yo, I'm not be mean to you, no. But like, yo, I call everybody in the universe. Everybody. There has to be more trinities and neos that are woke that are speaking when I'm speaking in different tongues. Look at all the tongues in the universe. It's highly impossible. Like I tell Mr. Day right there, she's from Ukraine. Like, no one taught you these words. She's like, I have not ever heard those terms in my life. And you see? I go, that's what we're blue pillars. That's what we are. We're the generous cycle, etc. Go to church, pray, be good. Have good people in life, all that good shit. But the downfall is you and I, as individuals, we can do that. But what about the potential to be? What about your parents? What about your siblings? What about what about them? You can't control change at all. At all. And I go, here's the worst part. Like, I told her, I'm gonna be doing to I'm almost in a first situation because you're going through a breakup. Look at your ex. Moves on like nothing, right? Dropped you like a ton of bricks. And shit, it hurts bad, right? So he can move on, right? Typically males, we wear the massive smiles and move on like nothing. Right? We don't really shed tears potentially. If we do shed tears, on our own time. On our own time. You females, ask you a question, you're balling anywhere, right? And I'm gonna be rude to you, basically why? You take it the hardest. Because now what? Because remember, nobody in the universe, you can't even buy it back. You cannot get love, time, and emotions back at all. Nobody. In time, when you comprehend those terms and know that the true meaning. What? I cannot get love, time, and emotions back. So when you comprehend that, why do you want to waste some wrong potentials? Because I see the good of them. Drop that corny ass line 1,000, and I promise you 1,000, you will fall on your face every single time. So I said to all my one-on-ones, and behind the screen, in this lifetime, how many times do you want to die in a relationship? Dead ass. With one person, 1,000 people. Doesn't matter to me. How many times do you want to die? Remember, you cannot get love, time, and emotions back at all. So why do you want to pour your heart into an individual that there is no potential? But I see the good in them. Why don't you see the good in yourself, first and foremost, before you see the good in anybody else as a potential? If they're not matching your energy, that's why I say the motto. Like I say, like eventually I'll get that tied in my arm. What do I say? Words can heal you, trigger you, definitely destroy you. Relationships can make you, break you, definitely destroy you. Watch your words. Control, protect your energy, environment, and peace. You have the right to judge and read everybody for who they really are. Are they broken, ugly, lost, healing, healed inside? Are they matching your energy and taking your energy? All that I just said there, very simple, but those words are tough, right? Meaningful. I'll have that on my bicep. So when people read it, like, damn, it's some deep shit. Yeah, because I'm getting red pill, like, yo, and here's the best part, they're just words. If it bothers you or you get to any type of emotions, why? Because no one's told you that before, right? Yeah, don't worry, don't feel bad. Look at me. None of my family from Washington State in the U.S. all the way to Mexico and go to original creators, quote unquote, the Europeans, the Spaniards. They can't teach you this shit. You're the priest, the bishop, not even the potentially. The only one that might have a shot with me is who? Therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, relationship coach, narcissist creators, potentially. But they sit more on the narcissist. Therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, they'll mention the words and that's it, but they'll be like, this is your journey. All that corny shit. I do so many one-on-ones, and I hear the same stories. Fucking so robotic, man. I'm like, that's what I tell you? Well, yeah, it's my journey. Right, and that's what they tell you? See, what are you talking about? Well, my feelings. And they don't give you no scenario. No, they don't speak like what you do. What do? You and I break it down. Why are your feelings? How'd your day go to shit? Like, that's why I vibe with you. A lot of them even drop, I go, yo, if you want to, talk to your therapist, counselor. Get my number. I'd love to talk to them. But they won't because they'll say the same shit. Like 90% of the therapist counselors say, well, does he have credentials? No, it just has personal experience. He went through a bad breakup and you don't believe in it. And if you want to, show my pictures, show my ink. And they're like, oh yeah, you need a therapist. And I was like, that's what they say. I was like, man, I know you spoke when I said, but I would challenge any therapist. Oh, yo, bring your boy. I call him Morpheus. Jordan Peterson, JP, my boy right there. I would love to talk to him. I potentially have a challenge with him. Not in a bad way, but I would love to talk to him because guess what? Why do you think when he talks about his wife almost passing away, time, kids, men and their emotions, he's not shed tears. But the reason why he shed tears is why? He's putting himself in the guy's shoes, in the girl's shoes, in the kid's shoes, right? And when you're a traditional last stamp, we can do that. The downfall, we're going to shed tears because we know that feeling and it hurts, right? So with that said, that's why he gets emotional. And on top of that, he knows his time's running down. Like, I can pass away tomorrow for sure. But if you want to keep it like legit-wise, no tragic death, gangs, bullshit, blue pill shit, etc. Whatchamacallit? Hey, what up, Lion? How's it going? How's your night, man? Whatchamacallit? Guesting? Yeah, if you want to, yeah, you can jump on for him, deathly-wise. But, oh yeah, I think I gotta drag you in, right? Let me know. But, that's why he gets emotional, because he's almost woke. He's a Neo in the Matrix. That's why I like tell him. You can be, oh yeah, for sure. He gets hella emotional, because he's not woke. He wants to be woke, but he hasn't figured out to be a Neo. I would love to talk to him, dude. All you gotta do is look at you. What do you mean? Gotta let everything go, man. Everything go. Whatever happened to your wife, now she's doing better, for sure. And then from there, everybody. It's on my neck for a reason. I know you're probably like, yeah, but that's pretty, it's pretty crazy, right? But I'm getting your attention because that's my point being, to get everyone's attention. So you work on yourself. Everything in the universe starts with the person in the mirror. Not myself, not your family, not your kid. You. You're the only one who can fix, change, and save is you. That's it. Not nobody else. No therapist, counselor, pills. Not even God. God gave us free will. You can pray for sure. He wants you to do good, but your choice to change, not change. Your choice to bitter, not bitter. What's up, brother? How's it going? Oh, I can barely hear you, brother. Let me pause the music. Go for it. It's like hella low. I have my volume on my theme all the way maxed out, and I can't hear you. Oh, you just woke up? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Lion, hey, check up. Is it cool, like, if you jump off and then jump, we'll try to jump back on. If not, then I'll close that live and reopen the live. Because I had my mic plugged in, right? Because one of my followers saying, she was like, hey, I can't hear you, but it was actually on her side. So then I unplugged the mic, and I think what happened potentially was it made my phone on my side, the server lag, and now it's like the volume is low. Like, I can hear you, but it's like, I don't know if the rest of the people can hear you, but it's like very, very low. Like, I'm hearing you, but it's like barely. Yeah, if you want to jump off, then I'll just drag you back up, and we'll try that. If not, if it still does the same thing, I'll close the live and then reopen the live again. Technical difficulties. Oh, really? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know if y'all do like live etc. So, if you have a mic, if you plug it in, if you have, like me, I plugged them. She told me initially that she couldn't hear me, right? So I called them, we have another mic. I was like, that mic doesn't work good. Plugged it in. Now she's like, oh, it's my fault, it's my side. And then I unplugged it because she said, I can hear you, but it's staticky. Oh, it's the mic. Unplugged it. The downfall, what happens is, now typically what happens is the volume goes down. So anyone jumps on the live, they can barely hear him. So that's what I told him, whatchamacallit, jump back on. We'll try that. If not, then I'll have to close the live, reopen the live. So that's the downfall of having mics, etc. If you have basic ones, cheap ones, better ones, you rolling. We doing good. But he's he's a cool cat. We had that's the one. I don't know if you were on the live last time. I think last week was. We had a good conversation. Talking about people in the street, etc. We can change our ways. Because I tell people, they're like, it's all about the way you carry yourself. Like, I can speak, get it from the book, bonds in Spanish and English wise, to square proper best as, right? Oh, here we go, Lyman. We'll try to do it again. So with that said, let me see if it works. It's just trying to connect. Hello? I can hear you, but say, you know what? I'll end the live and I'll start it all over again, okay? Yeah, I'll be right back. Boom, boom. So yeah, I'm closing on you now. Wise, I'm closing the app and reopening the app because once again, that's the downfall about the mics. Boom, boom. But anyways, yeah, we had a good live with him. He was still a cool cat. Talking about God, live, etc. Like great jazz. But that's why I tell people, like, the cool thing is, look, it's blah blah blah. Whatchamacallit, because you meet some awesome real individuals, man. It's beautiful. That's why I love social media. Like, tell people, yo, where I'm from, Little Mexico, Eastern Washington, Yakima Valley, Washington State, I'm considered crazy. Like all my ink, etc. Everyone looks. It's so funny because they look at me like I'm the devil, especially in Spanish culture. Because this is wrong. Like, oh, the tattoos. I'm like, well, if you read the words, it's right there. But they won't take the time because I'm wrong for this, etc. But that's the type of individual. Don't get discouraged, man. Like, whatever you believe in, keep saying what you're saying. The number one supporting the universe, who? The person in the mirror, not nobody else. The more people supporting the squad, for sure, most definitely a lot better. But don't be codependent people. Be dependent on yourself, and that's it. That's on my side, like, it's basically me, and that's it. But that's it. Do I worry about it? Nah, because I'm blessed in life. Like, I know exactly what I'm talking about because I'm just trying to tell you guys a story, forewarn you. You don't have to vibe with the situation, with definitely your choice. And so let me try it again. And that's what I'm doing. So that's what I love. I love going live and bullshit with people, on the spot. Like, yo, I love time with the universe. So now here, this is what's going on. Like, tell people, this is your raw real life. You behind the screens. I tell you, yo, why are you feelings? Why are you struggling with words? It's just words. But they're talking shit. But that's their job. You know that, right? And then learn these words called deflection, because they're going through things in life. They don't want to talk about it. They bottle up, and they're being mean to you. And when the person is more narcissistic wise, see they hurt you with words, then guess what? They got you. They got you. And they won't. The person more narcissistic, a bully, quote unquote, a troll will not stop being. Social media, you can block them for sure. Yes, block them, right, for now. But here's the kicker: they can make 1 million accounts, and me that as I'm surprised these trolls haven't done that. I haven't observed that. It's always random numbers. Hey, so I'm gonna try again. Whatchamacallit? It's always random numbers like A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, etc. Right? Me, if I was a troll, I'd be like troll 1, troll 2. Hello.
You can hear me much
Oh,
better?
there we go. Yeah, now we good. Hell yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, I just woke up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I ate some food, then I went to lie down right away. And I got a nightmare, bro. That shit was crazy, bro.
You had a nightmare?
Like I had
the boogeyman.
I had a bad dream, man. Like
Yeah.
that shit was crazy, man. I had a bad, like that shit. Like I would never do that shit again, bro. Like, I eat and live right away. It never happened to you. When you're so
Nightmares?
Tired, when you eat some food and you're so tired, when you come from work, you're so tired, eat some food, and you want to lie down right away there. It's called it Goldie. It's called Goldie.
Oh yeah. When you eat it, then you pass out right away. Yeah, eat like a champ. Hella full.
Yeah, man. That shit weird, man. But how you doing, man? How's everything? How's life?
Huh?
How you doing? How's life?
Oh, life? Another day above ground, so I'm blessed. That's why I say, like, like, a lot, Blue Pill talk, right? Like, everything is bad in the universe, Russia, Ukraine, right? I go, that's man-made war, but that's, hell on earth. Anything negative, toxic relationships, gangs, right? So, but I go, with that said, you also got heaven on earth. Hey, every day above ground, heaven on earth. Even if you have a toxic relationship, you made another day, so what are you going to do today, Are you going to do good, be bad, bitter, hateful? I love, me as an individual, I love life every day. I wake up above ground because I get to keep telling a story. I go on live, do my one-on-ones, my uploads, work on my pods. I love life. I'm blessed,
Like from on now, I'm gonna start going live every day and like talking, like that's like from tomorrow. So like if you wanna join, like so I go live every day, like talk, like spread positive. That's what I'm trying to do because I'm trying to create a platform on this app because cause this app is better because you could spread your words to others because instead of like you're not getting banned for no reason because freedom of speech you don't get banned for no reason because some people report you on TikTok.
Oh yeah, TikTok. TikTok is the best. The downfall is like you said, too many butterflies, unicorns, and the feelings. If you're on the live and they say hi to you, you don't say hi back. Boom, they report your live because they're in the feelings. But with that said, if you choose to do this app right for sure. But I tell people like me, I'm with you right now, right? But what I do, I got 5 cell phones, right? iPhones and Androids. So right now, I'm on live on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, Likey Live, YouNow, and then Twitch. So I got 5 platforms at one time.
Yeah, and that's make fun of people. Like I want to spread the word because like I'm trying to make this platform more famous because before this platform it was famous, a lot of people was coming out talking, guessing, spreading the word, talking, spread the positive stuff. But like I want to do that. Like I want to reach around the world. Like I want to get
blow up. That you can, but remember, positive talk doesn't make a lot of money. Like that's the thing. Remember, Blue Pill talk, money based, race, religion, politics, anything that causes entertainment and keeping your feelings, that makes money.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I used to make like my first paycheck on this app. It was like $1,000.
Damn, that's payday.
So it's like because every time you go live, like when you get over 500 fans, like you get live, you now pay you like you talk, you spend like a you get like a check, check to pay you a check.
Nice.
But now it's harder because like a lot of people left because TikTok came out.
Oh yeah, no, TikTok like Walmart. It took everybody out. But
see, my point is,
yeah,
TikTok's hard to get paid because the views like you gotta post up that's hard to get paid because see TikTok is like the videos depending how many views you get. Like if you get like 1,000 views, that's like what 1,000 views on your videos. That's like what
a penny, 2 pennies, ain't nothing.
Yeah, so you gotta be.
You gotta be 10K, 20K. Yeah, you gotta be up there big time to get paid. Yeah. But see,
Go ahead.
Oh no, to get paid real fast, deadass, Blue Pill talk. If I wanted to get paid on social media, right? I could jump on social media. You know what? I'm Hispanic, right? Mexican, Chicano. F black people, F Asians. Anyone that's Spanish is racist. Guess what happens? Entertainment. I'm getting the likes, the comments. I got the whole world at war. And I just did it for the money to trigger the universe, and that's it. But that's not my intent. Anyone could do that.
Because my point of view is like, I'm not a type of person because at the end of the day, I ain't trying to get banned off social media.
Right.
Like it's entertainment stuff. That's entertainment. You want to spread it, but it can't come with that because somebody might not like it and report, then you get banned from social media for like forever. Like if you try to create the next account, keep them. So the best thing to do is like try to create like an entertainment. So like try to create an entertainment. You debate with somebody. That's entertainment.
Oh yeah, dual lives are better as long as it's a positive talk and no one's clashing. Yeah. But even if you're clashing, they like that. Mm-hmm.
So me as a person, like if I don't agree with someone, I'm gonna debate you because that's what I want to make one. If I don't agree, I'm gonna debate you. I say, hey, that's not right or wrong. That's what I do. I don't do it. I don't do it every time. But if someone tricking me and I don't agree, I'm gonna be debating them. I'm gonna show you facts. If they don't like it, that's on you. That's me.
Correct.
I used to debate and I used to make money and I used to debate on this. I used to make money. I used to like my first paycheck was. I said, wow, look at this. Look at my paycheck. I said, wow, look at my shit. That's my first ever paycheck till I lost my account because my dumb ass forgot my password and I tried and my email.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot, so I lost my account because I can't get back in my account because I forgot my password and my email was not working. So I said, oh shit.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
Try to make it simple with email and stuff like that because remember back in the day, they have multiple emails, whatever, and have a zillion passwords. For the most part, nowadays hackers. They don't really bother little people only if you mess with a hacker. And guess what? They'll message you really bad because they run the universe. Technology runs the universe every which way. If you trigger anyone that's a narcissistic hacker, like me on my Instagram, knock on wood, they haven't like booted me out yet. But like 4 months ago, I called them out, right? Because they were watching me and they kept booting me out my Instagram live, right? So I put a VPN on. That slowed them down. But remember, the more hackers there are on the team, they can still find you with the VPN and still boot you out, right? So I was like, damn, they love me that much. And I'm a little person. I'm not nothing famous.
The next thing too is like, look, to get people, I'm more smart. If I want to make money on my life, I go into this break broadcast, like spread positive and say, hey, if they ask a question, that's how you make money to it because you gotta use your mind to it. That's not just because it's positive. You gotta use your mind. If you want to make money on this platform, you gotta move smart. You gotta say, hey, let me go into this big broadcast. I talk with them and say, hey, let's try. Hey, this is always do. Like if something big broadcast ask a question, like what should I do? I come in the grid, I give it to them. Sometimes they might fit for them. Some of them. Let me tell you. Last time I got a big broadcast, they came from they dropped like almost 100,000. Like that's how I make money. That's how I make like 1,000. My paycheck was 1,000. So I go into this big broadcast. So I subscribe to them. I tell them what to do, what to spread about, how to do this stuff, and that's it's easy because. Still look on TikTok. If you have a bunch of fans, these big brothers cannot recognize you. So
correct.
The best thing to do this because they have big broadcasts on here that make big on the store.
Oh yeah, I watch most of them.
This big broadcast.
Yeah.
I talk to them and say, hey, if you mind, I find them if you mind to join my lives. That's why I do that. That's why I make.
Oh yeah, reach out to them.
Make money.
Oh yeah. See, I've done that before, but the downfall of me is like, look at the way you speak. All I do is repo talk. They'll like, oh, let's talk about politics. I'm like, and I tell them no respect to you. Like, I don't talk about that. What? Why not? It's irrelevant to me. It's not better. By doing that, it would make money because then the comment, people in the comments will be clashing with each other, and I get it. But I'm not trying to trigger people on a negative note. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's me. I'm a point of view. Like everything, I gotta make money because my point of view, I'm trying to make money because. It's like, look, everybody ain't to make money, and not some lot of people don't pay to make money. I like making money.
Almost definitely, yeah.
I'm over to make money. I want my bank got to be good, looking good. So I want to start from the low, from the beginning. I want to provide some. So I want to like talk to these big brokers and say, hey, this is how to do, how to bring it out back up, and they listen to you, and they might pass on to you. And let me tell you on this. If you get partner back, you get paid. If you get partner. If you get partner on the hair, like a golden camera, it's like a golden camera, like a golden camera. If you like talk on spread good idea, and talk to you now, you don't get a golden camera. And let me tell you, the golden camera, you get a lot of benefits. You get I don't know what the benefit, but the benefit is very great. So the benefit is very great. So
that's cool.
I'm trying to get it was me. I spend money on this break. I spend money on this broadcast. I bought like $2 golden coins.
Yeah.
Put it up, give them like So like little doesn't matter because you show support, okay. Then they don't try to get you partner. You can try to get your partner. When you get partner, then you start making money. Then you start making tokens. That's how.
Right.
That's how you bring people in life. That's how. Look at these brokers. They sit there and talk. And they still getting a paycheck. They don't do anything. They still they're talking and still making money.
Right.
So I'm trying to do that too because I'm trying to I'm trying to move smart, move around. I'm trying to be friendly. You gotta be friendly. Be a friendly broadcaster.
No, most definitely.
Second broadcaster, then that's what bring people like. That's why you build a friend. That's why you build big.
That's why.
You got something. You gotta move. Say, hey, you gotta say. That's how it's all about hookups, man. All about hookups. That's why you do how to become famous. That's how you become blocked in this app. And on all different social media too, man.
No, yeah. Well, see, no, for sure. If you do a lot of collabs, for sure that does benefit. Tell you the only thing for me, personally wise, the way I speak, there's not a lot of us. Like for example, on TikTok, if I want to become famous on TikTok, if I made every TikTok, I said everything came out of my mouth, every TikTok would say the narcissist. If by me just saying narcissist, guess what happen? I'm gonna get people new feelings. I'm gonna get more views, more followers. But I tell people when you comprehend how a narcissist function, why do you want to sit on them for? Why not just now educate? Yes, but now break down scenarios. Why can't you read and judge people? What do you mean? Well, no, Blue Pill Talk, only God can judge. Blue Pill Talk, Red Pill Talk, no, you have the right to judge. Look at me, brown person with tattoos. Assume, judge me, he's a gangbanger mafioso. Now talk to me. Read me.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. So I was on this guy live, on this girl live.
Mm-hmm.
This guy came in her live and talking about who he used to get bullied.
Right.
He used to get bullied on the live. Especially the kids bullying him, you get bullied.
Mm-hmm.
But my point of view is, I'm against bullying. Like I said, I'm against bullying. Like I said.
Yeah.
The app should change. You should change the app. My point of view is, if you get a move, don't come back on the app. Don't come back on the platform because if you want to, like I said, you want to put trends on it. There's no trends because that's if you want to put it, you losing money because you losing money in your pocket too. Because look, I understand. If you get a move, leave the app. That's the best thing to do because this app. They try their best to struggle, but they can't do everything because if they put more strict rules, people will not join it. People will not join the app. So the best thing to get more people, less, because he's saying he's getting people because, and then he reporting different people. It's somebody say a comment, he say he get offended because if the person, if you don't like the comments, they call something block button.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you get anybody on stand, just leave the app, man. That's the best thing to do because
very well said.
Sometimes. People don't want to something. Some people want to hear like I said, if you get able to leave the app, bro, that's the only thing to leave the app.
Right.
Because if you want to complain, if you keep complaining, then I'm losing money. So when I'm losing money, that'll be a fraction to me because you come in my life, you come and complain. That's not my business. You have to go to you now. You have to go to you. That's the business. Don't come in my life and complain.
Right.
This is the broad. I'm losing views, bro. I'm losing views because I got more money out of my pocket. When I'm losing money, I don't like losing money. That's one thing. I've got it. If I losing money, bro, that's a different conversation because we need money to survive. If you come on my platform messing up my shit, then that's a different conversation because look, I'm not even for bullying, but it's a free war, man. Everybody do what they want.
Exactly.
Like I said, we was talking about the other day with culture. We can't control other people's choice. We cannot because if they want to do whatever, there's a free world, man. It's a free world. You can't control people.
Correct. Very well said. See, and that's why I tell people another show, but the trolls, right? So in the troll world, right? So what I try to teach people and guide people, learn two small big words. It's called deflection, projection. So what that is basically people that troll, that's their job to trigger you, right? And they're beasts at what they do, right? But with that said, the reason why they troll is because they have their own personal issues, but they don't want to talk about it. So what they're doing, deflection, I don't want to work on them. Projection, they send it to you, right? Thank you. You're not the brother, but with that said, what you gonna call it? So they, as long as they trigger you, they won't stop. Yo, they won't stop because guess what? I got you in your feelings. I'm behind the screen. I'm a keyboard warrior. I'm gonna keep going and going and going. And the thing is, like you said, if you can't handle trolls, yes, block them, right? And they still coming, they can get off the app because remember, social media, it for the most part, it's a free for all. It's a free for all type of thing, you know. And if you can't handle that, don't be on here. People they're pretty vicious, man.
Let me tell you, man. If you can't handle the heat, man, you don't need to be in this.
For the most part, correct. Yeah.
I take complaint, but I don't like people complaining oh people. So what? Like that's your business. If you don't want it call a black one, block them. If you can't take the hit, block them.
Exactly.
If you can't take the hit, because
likewise, Nikki.
Some people don't want to hear complaint because people not in their life to hear about complaint. They don't want to hear garbage. Like we all hear that. We can't control all people. Can't control people. If they say something, yeah, just ignore it.
Correct.
I ignore, bro. It's from yourself because I don't entertain it. I don't entertain it because I don't complain. I don't entertain it. This is one thing I do. I don't entertain. I look at the car. I ignore it.
Yeah, exactly. Let it be.
So that's why you haters to trigger you. And if you get
yeah.
cause a big, you start cursing. You say F you, and then everybody should look at this guy.
Yeah, they trigger. They can't know words. Yeah.
When they hear this trigger you, they're gonna trigger you more. Then people say, okay, I'm not coming to his live anymore. Because
exactly.
So that's why you gotta move smart because, like I said, that's why I guess this girl. I said, hey, why is you complaining? Why are you complaining? Why is you complaining? If you can't take trolls, then get out the app.
Exactly.
Because if you come with a bad people, then people start leaving because this app is not safe because you make start losing money. If I'm losing money, then I'm getting rid of you. That's all me. That's all. So the best thing to do if you can't take trolls, get out the app.
Most definitely.
Oh yeah. I say I'm gonna get older. If I watch you on my favorite broadcast, I get triggered easy. Then I'm not coming to live because you can't take. If somebody says something, you can't take. If somebody says something wrong, you can't take.
Right. No, for sure. And that's the thing. Like, all we can do is forewarn them. That's how everybody. That's how you can do it for anybody, and that's all.
Because, that's. Bro, look, we all got haters, bro. Like, let me say,
let them hate. That's their job.
Let's tell people. If you don't have haters, you doing something wrong. Like I tell people, if you don't have haters, you doing wrong. That's what my dad always say. If you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. If you have haters, you're doing something good, right?
Right. For sure.
If you're doing something good, you have haters. If you're doing something good, you don't have haters. And there's something wrong there.
Right. And see, as far as haters, so what I say, like, as far as like Breakup talk, right? As far as haters and trolls, right? I tell people it's not a competition nor is it a race. But with that said, as long as your name is in people's mouth, in their mouth behind the screen, you winning. Walk chin up high, chest out. Yeah, let them be, They're go to shit life and that's it. And and then on top of that, you live in the head rent free. Anyone that talks about you behind the screen or face to face, right? Or the town talks about you, like you're making money, you go on your day, as long as you're happy in life, you're blessed. You know.
Look at me. Any day you hit like that. That's what I want. I want people to hit. I want people to talk about me. That's what I want. Because if you do something good, there's something wrong. Because you don't have people to talk about you. But if you do something good, people gonna start to I don't like him. He did blah blah. You have to get people to talk about you. That's why you gotta
right.
get people.
Almost definitely. That's what me, like what I do, like on all platforms, like we go right. Actually, since the last time we spoke, I made a decision myself. You know what? Like I'm gonna hype up the game big time. You know what? I challenge everyone in the universe. What? Anyone behind the screen, just do open mic conversation, debate about. But Repo Talk, teach me, guide me about life, relationships, why we separate, empathy, narcissism, and bad people. Let's talk about that. I want to know about you, about your life. Like why you struggling with relationships, why you standing with your family, etc. That's probably your life. Because this is real conversations. Because you're not the only one struggling with your parents, your kids, partners, toxicity, struggling with bills, struggling with life. There's a lot of us dealing with that. But why not talk about it and try to come with a solution? You know what I mean?
I like debating because, like I said, I like to get people to talk about me. That's me. That's what I like.
I think it's mine. Go for it.
I think I want people like to talk because I want to listen to me. I want people to talk about because if you're doing something good, not people not going to talk about you because you're doing something good.
Do it now. If I hear it, I've seen it now.
I think that's mine.
Oh, that's yours. Oh yeah, that is right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about mine. Yeah, I thought mine was going, but yeah, it's coming on your side.
Yeah, my point of
Don't die in a fire. Right. No, most definitely. See, that's the intent to make money. Like me, remember, like when I speak about Ripple Talk, it takes a long time to make money. But what that's you don't stop. Like me, that's what I'm saying. Like on TikTok, after I got banned twice, right, and I lost 2 good sessions. What I do? I chip. I don't fall. That's my situation. So I got 4 other cell phones, and I'm on 5 platforms at once. So right now I got banned on TikTok or suspended for 1 week. 1 week.
This is the next thing to do. This is the next thing to do. That's how you want to. If you want to blow up, I look at people's video. I don't take people. I just look at it. So this is the next thing to blow up to. Look at different videos and how they created videos.
Yeah.
Take the hashtag. Like I said, take the hashtag.
Oh yeah, it's all about hashtags. Yeah, all about hashtags. That helps you.
Best thing to get it best. The best thing to get it best hashtag going. Like I said, this is like go on TikTok.
Right.
Go to the different videos. Look at the best hashtag, and then you create a video and put a hashtag under it.
Right, exactly. It puts it in that category for sure.
Yep. Yeah. That's what you get people. That's what I'm doing now. Like one of my videos, like 10 people on the video to watch it. Like I get like 500 like 10 people like it. That's what I look at the hashtag is better. Hashtag is better because hashtag.
Oh yeah, no. Correct.
Get videos. That's what people blow up. That's what people blow up like that.
Well, for sure they blow with the hashtag for sure, and then remember if it's Blue Talk Entertainment, can remember humans for the most part, especially blue pillars, it's all about entertainment. They don't look at TikToks for about 3 to 10 seconds tops, and that's it. Like me from all my TikToks 3 minutes. So that's why they don't really. I don't get a lot of views because this guy just talking, keep scrolling.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So you got the best thing to do, man. You gotta get a hashtag. Like I look at people's videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, me. I used to say, okay, let me take this hashtag and talk about this. When you put hashtag in your video, then you get viewers.
Oh yeah, well see exactly, and then and also make your own hashtag. So meanwhile, right? I have it in my forum. I'll show you. So my forum, you see right here. If you go on any platform minus Snap, if you put hashtag social media familia, that's mine. Hashtag my unique 1000, that's mine. So these are my specific ones. So and the cool thing about that, when you have your own hashtags, right? Like if you go to Facebook IG, type in that, you see all my TikToks. Anything, any platform, put those hashtags, they're mine. So that's it. And my new one I just did is hashtag 3D70 Red Pill. That's mine. It's not just Red Pill. Everyone's got Red Pill. Mine's 3D70. So I call everybody out. I don't put 2D because that's a blue pillar. That's a sheep world. They don't know this conversation at all. They just know traditional stuff. You know?
Yeah, let me tell you. My ex called me last night, bro. Whoa, congrats, man.
Thanks, that's your life, but thank you. You said your ex called you?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the appreciate likes. I appreciate it. She called me, bro, and let me tell you how it happened, bro. She called me, bro. And she was asking me, can we get back together? I said, hell no. Look, you cheat on me. How you want to come back?
Oh, she cheated on you? Better not die in fire now. Right.
She called me because I was sleeping.
Okay.
I was sleeping. I said straight now. I said, what's this? Well, it's her. She called me. Oh, can we get back to? I'm
Did
sorry.
You take your house?
Yeah, she apologized. She apologized. I'm sorry. I want to get back together. First of all, I was a good ass boyfriend to you. I was a good ass boyfriend. I work every day. You don't have to work. I work every day. I pay all the bills. I pay all the rent. I pay all the bills.
Yeah.
And you decided to go sleep with another bar and then come to my bed and try to sleep with me. I said, hey. I said, hey. I was a good ass boyfriend to you. I never cheated on you. I was loyal. I tried my best to make you happy. Yeah. I was there for you all the time. You don't have to work. You don't think you have to cook and clean your house. That's the only thing you have to do.
Correct, right.
I bust my ass. I work overtime.
Right.
Make you try to be happy. Are you trying to call back to me? She realized it now. She lost a good dude. She lost a good dude because, like I said, if I forgive you, you're gonna treat me again. So.
Very well said. Yeah, very well said. That's the way to take care of yourself.
Any day, I ain't trying to. not trying to get heartbroken again.
Correct.
Let me tell I was sick when I'm broken heart, bro. I cry every day, bro.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, heartbreaks hurt, man, because why they broke loyalty and trust. That shit hurts bad.
Because you know you what did you do wrong? What did he do? What did
right.
he do? And I was figuring out myself. I said, what did I do wrong?
Correct.
And I said, what? And like I said, and then I said, wow, look at this. Because I was a good ass dude, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they know what's up, bro. I work every day to make her happy. And she got behind my back and shit. And that shit hurt me. That shit hurt me because
oh yeah, deceiving.
I never cried before. I'm a grown ass man. I never cried before.
It's cool. Hey, it's okay. Nothing wrong with crying. Cause remember, when you're crying, what are you doing? Your body's tired of what? Overthinking, toxic love, and the pain. You gotta let it out, man. If you want to bottle up, that shit's very unhealthy. It's gonna hurt every which way, you know.
So it's me as a person. I take it as a person. I take it like I'm still healing from the heartbroken. I'm still healing. Like I said, I'm not dating somebody right now. I want to heal because we've been together 2 years, and that shit don't take time. Because
oh yeah.
Me as a person.
Yeah.
Me as a person, I don't want to date different people. Like I said, my past is we was toxic. We was like we didn't really have a problem, but she called me like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I get on doing that because I called her mom and said, Mom, I'll call her mom and say, hey, tell you that I call my phone. I don't want anything with her. I don't want anything. Cut it.
Right.
The mom trying to get us. I'm not doing that because if she comes to my house, I'm gonna call the cops. Come to my I'm gonna call the cops because she's bad. Because she was at my house when I get from work last. She was in front of my door waiting for me.
Good for you.
I had to call the cops, and the cops like if you trespass, you can get arrested. So I'm trying my best to try to stay away from her because if I get back to her, then I'm bro, like please do not do it because we said do not do it because relationship is stressful, man. Like I said, it's very stressful.
Oh well, yeah, they can be stressful for sure. If you're not both on the same page, most definitely wise. And that's why, like,
man.
If you break down a relationship, it's a lot going on. It's not just like, okay, you're my girlfriend, boyfriend, right? That's part of it, but guess what? It's deeper than that. And the shit is, at the end of the day, like you went through a breakup, right? So you and her, you can't get what back? You cannot get love, time, and emotions back at all. It's written. That's it. And it shit hurts.
I try my best not to take it out because as a person, like I tell people what happened to me. Like it's crazy because you try to be a good ass dude to your woman, show them that you love them and care about them. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, they both behind your back and just treat you like shit because at the end of the day, it's hard to find a good man in life and it's hard to find a good man.
Nowadays, yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. But see, that's the thing in time when you work on yourself first and foremost, right? It's how people like work on you and then work on the person in the mirror first and foremost. Worry about that person. The potential to be, the intent to match your energy every which way, then you're blessed. If not, then you're gonna go back to square one and be in a competition relationship wise. And you're not supposed to be in a competition. That's like you and I, and that's it. I'm not better than you, you're not better than I. Like I work, you don't work, but guess what? You take care of the crib, and you and I get along. We blessed. And don't be in competition with your family, with your friends, and bring that with your guys' relationship. Because now you can, which happens a lot of times because of cultures. Then you're comparing, like, oh, look at my brother and her girlfriend. Look about them, and like, what about them? It's not. It's about us. Well, she got this. So are you in competition with her? So she's got Gucci, you gotta have Gucci also. That's gonna make you happy, and I say I do buy that for you. Then what? And you're still miserable. Then what? Nah, man.
It's best, like I say, like I tell anybody, it's the best thing to do if you guys broke up, just don't go back together because
that's the intent not to. That's
gonna hurt you more because you're gonna you guys are gonna be fighting over it at times.
That is very well said. Very well said.
The best thing to do is take a break, just clear your mind, just go to. It's all about get a positive vibe. Just go with your friends, have fun,
correct.
Enjoy yourself.
No, that's that. Yeah, very well said.
Just don't be stressful, man. Don't be stressful.
Try not to be. Try not to be.
Never cry over a woman, man. That's one thing my friend will do. Never cry over a woman because if you cry over a woman, you look like a punk.
But chill out. But that's blue pill shit. Who gives a shit? Like, if you're hurt because you did your part. Yeah. That's what I tell people. Why does it hurt? Because they broke trust and they broke loyalty. Like, you did your part best as. No one's perfect. You little arguments, little scuffles here and there, right? I get that for sure. Because we have a way of thinking. But with that said, overall, I tell people, look in the mirror. Overall, don't lie to yourself. Did I do overall good? Yeah. Then you did good. Your part. They folded. That's on them. You didn't put a gun to your head. It's premeditated. They thought about it and they did it. Now what happens to you? you're in disbelief and you die hard. That shit hurts bad, man. I tell people it's okay because, you know, when you fall back on yourself, you're blessed. Nothing wrong being alone, because when you're alone, what happens? No one's cheating, no verbally abusive, no nothing. It's just you. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. Now you observe everybody around you. Look at that. You see a toxic couple right in the streets, and you look at them like, I used to be that shit? How? Why did I allow myself to be in that? You know? That shit's toxic. So the intent is not to be that shit again.
So the best thing to do is just like, look, like I said, I'm talking to somebody right now. Like we talk every day. I'm not rushing to a relationship yet because I want to become friends first.
Oh yeah. Baby steps, man. Baby steps.
Like for me, like I said, I'm gonna do the same that best. I'm not gonna make mistakes from the first relationship. Correct. Learn from a mistake. Like I said, you always said learn from a mistake. Not do it again.
Exactly.
That's my first mistake and not do it again because I learned from my mistake and I'm gonna do my best to not to make mess up again. That's my promise. Like
exactly, and that's what you gotta tell yourself that, you know. And that's the thing is like. So remember, there's your ex. No matter what, typically happen. They're more narcissistic wise. They're always in a test relationship, especially when you move on and start seeing somebody else. Because why? They see it as a competition, right? So they're always gonna try to come back in your life. So be ready for that. Because if you haven't let them go 1,000, and then you can potentially fool your partner. Because I'm gonna tell you, babe, I miss you. Can you get a hug? That hug, it can involve a lot more than just a hug. Because you already laid down with each other before, right? And the thing is, the intent is not to bring your red flags, your toxicity from the previous relationship to the current one to be, because if you bring any toxicity from the past, you need to work on yourself, you're not taking time to heal, then what do? The new partner to be, you crucify them. You put them in competition.
And the next thing too, like if you have kids to it, like you said.
Kids, co-parenting is hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Like I said, if you have kids with a baby mama, that's the hard thing to do because you don't want to have the kids. You want to have the kids between toxic shit. Like that's my point. The best thing to shield a kid. The best thing to do is just shield the kids from toxic stuff. Like you should have the positive, don't negative stuff. Like I said, someday baby mama's actually stupid. Like that's me.
Well, see, the reason why they do that because they're bitter towards you because you're not with them. Like when you're with them, they're bitter. When you're away from them, they're still bitter, right? So, but the thing is, like, the intent when you do co-parenting best as, you do it for the kid's best as. And the thing is, if you don't work on yourself, and your ex is still triggered with these words, and you're not together, that lets you know, guess what? I should work on myself. Because I'm not with her, and she's calling me stupid. But guess what? Because the reason why the word stupid hurts you, because obviously she's the first person in current events that's hurting you. And then you have your ex, and then you have child trauma with your parents. And that's why you get triggered. The intent is like, yo, I'm ready to pick up the kids and that's it. Please keep it humble. I would tell my first baby mom, narcissistic Latina, right? I'd be like, yo, if you have nothing positive to say, don't tell me nothing at all. Keep it humble, please.
Yeah, right. Because the best thing to do, I just want to see my kids. I don't want to, like I said, I want to see my kids. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see my kids. My kids is important. I want to take care of my kids. I want to see my kids. Let me tell you this one. If you stop from my kids, we're going to court because we're going to court because I'm going to be part of my kid. If I make my kid, I want to be part of all my kids' life.
Correct.
I want to show my kids I love them because some fathers, I say everybody, but some fathers do not care about the kids.
Right.
So the best thing to do, like if I have like a lot of mad kids, I'm gonna spend each day with them. I'm not gonna be there I'm not gonna be there every day with them, but I'm spending one day.
Best as. Oh yeah.
So because if, like I said, ain't no baby stopping me from seeing my kid because I'm not gonna tell because that's my kid. I make that kid. That's my kid.
Correct.
Any day when a kid grow up, you're gonna say, okay, I had a good father that come and see me every day or look after me.
Correct.
Because this one time also people don't like no baby man stuff because just go to court, get caught, like you spend 1 week with them because any day she's gonna stop you from seeing kids and then she's gonna blame the kids. She's gonna put everything in the kid and say,
you're the bad father. Oh yeah.
You didn't have a good father and they come. Then she's gonna lie to the kid and she'll put stuff in the kid and they can end up hating you as a father. So the best thing to do is stop seeing from the kids, go to court.
Oh yeah, for sure. Go to court, do parenting plan, co-parenting best dad most definitely wise.
I don't mind paying child support. That's me because we all have to do that. Like that's
right. Well, that's part of the having kiddo situation, and that's why I tell young kids like, yo, like if you not only when I say this, if you don't have kids, yo, you blessed, because you don't want to be having kids with wrong individuals, you know, person and narcissistic. Because if you do, it's gonna be held back every which way. Every kid wants to see the parents together, but the kiddos do not know what the parents are going through. And if you want to do traditional corny ways, stay for the kids, stay for religion, stay for the culture. No, because you're selling yourself short. If you do blibble talk, you know, YOLO, you only live once. No, that's blibble talk. Rebel talk, yo, you live every day, you only die once. So with that said, this is your life. Why do you want to be with, like, you know, like a lot of, like in the Spanish culture, a lot of cultures. My first baby mom, you know, narcissistic wife, 12 years, right? Can't get left-handed emotions back, 3 daughters, right? My second baby mom's 7 years, 5 boys, right? So I'm a single father with 8 kids. But I'm now, my first baby mom, she's MIA, right? Second one, we're doing co-parenting best. We actually have a better friendship than a partnership. Why? Because I worked on myself. I worked on me as an individual. Like, what did I do wrong? And what was her red flags? Now, what am I going to do about the situation? Because I don't want to bring that shit with me to the next relationship to be. Because if I do that, then guess what I'm doing? I'm bringing all that baggage with me. And then the person that wants to love me. And that's the thing, that ass for real, right? When I tell people, well, if you don't take time to heal in relationship-wise, right? And you don't fall back. Males don't really do that. Females do it more than that because they do the healing journey, right? So with that said, if you don't work on yourself individual, especially as a male, and you go to the relationship to be wise, you bring toxicity with you wise, right? And then when you know, self-sabotage relationship, like, how do you self-sabotage it? Because let's say you're having a bad day, right? You and the new partner to be, you're bumping heads, and you drop that corny ass line. You're just like my ex. Yo, this shit's over. You fucked it up bad. Because why? What's she gonna tell you? Why'd you compare? I'm not your ex. Why'd you compare me to her? Now in her head, she's in competition with your ex, right? And then she'll tell us in your face, "Oh, I'm just like Maria," and you're like, "Why you gotta be in your mention?" Well, I only brought it up because you called me out on this shit, so I'm having fun with it now. If it bothers you, you did it to yourself, and now the war begins. You know, because of you.
The best thing to do is become. I tell ourselves the best thing to try to be a friend to your baby mom. Because
well, that's why it's co-parenting for sure. Best as, but you gotta be. But see, with that, it's a lot because remember, you gonna do your part as an individual. If she wants to be better, he wants to be better. Let them be. Tommy, I'll pray for you, and that's it. If you have nothing positive to say, please keep it humble, and that's it. I don't want war with you. When I was, and just verbalize again. When I was with you, war. I'm not with you, and you're still at war. That lets you know you should work on yourself. You know?
Like I said, I want to see the only time I care about my kid. I don't care about if you, like this, I was saying, if I do have kids, me and my break up, I come to see my kids. I don't come to be part of your only stepfather job, like your that's me.
Well, exactly, and that's where it becomes hard. Like in my situation, lucky my ex-wife, her and her hubs, they're cool. Like I bullshit with both of them. Like I go see my kids, bullshit with both of them. It's all like in time when you actually have like co-parenting. Like scenario, if I had a girlfriend, right? If I had one, right? And she has, she got her hubby. We all get along as a family. We all do co-parenting every side. There's not like my girl's beefing with my ex or her dude's beefing with me. Like nah, it's all in respect. Co-parenting every which way, which is kind of a rare type of situation, but it can happen if everybody works on themselves. Everybody keeps it humble, right? But typically for the most part, it does not happen because somebody's in the feelings. But with that said, but here's the kicker: like I tell everybody, all the people, the single people that don't have kids, right? And you want to date a baby mom, baby father, like me, I tell a female behind the screen, you can talk about me. I'm not a virgin. That's whatever you like, right? Open book to the fullest. But remember that I'm a single father with 8 kids. So you're gonna see me with 8 kids, right? And the first baby mom, she's MIA. She's been gone somewhere in Seattle for a minute now. Second one, you'll meet her and her hubs. So with that said, it's not just dating me. It's dating the squad, right? And especially if you're a single person with no kids, it's a big risk to get with a person with kids. A massive risk every which way. Are you ready for that shit? And that's it. I say, all you boys and girls that lust over baby mom, baby fathers, right? More males than females wise. Like why? Just because she looks hot, she's blessed. But let's just smash it for TLC and lust, and that's it. Like I say all the time, like I'm the whole universe trigger warning. I go, all you blue pillars, right? That you lust over us, baby mom, baby fathers, and all you want is lust. That's from us. TLC, and that's it. And you ghosters get up and leave. First and foremost, you're gonna traumatize those kids because if the intent is baby mom, baby fathers, you don't introduce your potential to be right to your kiddos. Don't do that shit. If you do that shit, then guess what you do? You're going to traumatize the kids, especially if your body hopping like crazy or people are ghosting left and right. What happens? The kid thinks that it's okay when mom and dad has a bunch of boyfriends and girlfriends. And so in their head, when they get older, what are they going to do? Same shit you did. because they think that's normal, right? You don't want to traumatize the kid as it is a traumatized because the parents are there first and foremost. Now you have this shit going on, right? That's the type of people like, yo, if you're a single mom, single father, and date a person with no kids, you break the shit down day one. Like, what you want from the situation? What do you mean? Do you want long-term, short-term, fuck buddies, benefits? Like, what you want from us? Because I'm looking for long-term. If you're not doing long-term, I'm not the one. We can be friend associates and that's it, but not a partner.
The best thing to do, like, if you want to get in relationship, I feel like you guys should become friends instead of rushing to. If you guys been friends for a couple of years, yeah, that's fine. If you met somebody new, the best thing to be friends first and see how they act and how their personality.
Yeah, judge them for they are. Correct.
That's how they determine if they are a good person to you or just be friends, remain as friends. Because if you decide to go and jump in a relationship that you guys have kids now and you guys break up, then you're cause big conflict because do you know with this person? But if you want to, like I said, people just rush into a relationship like like we just met, let's date. I'm not doing that because I don't know how you act. I don't join a relationship and I get them heartbroken because then I want to get to know you better because if if we just met, like I said, if I met you right. Like I said, I said, hey, my name is Jacob, whatever. Right. My name is Jacob. Then we say, okay, let me start making. Nah, I'm not doing that because they don't know who you are. I want to get to know you before. Let's become friends like for a couple, like 8 months, 7 months. Like, let's try to let's be friends for like
a minute.
Instead, no.
Yeah, before we make it official.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like we could sleep together. We could sleep together. Understand that we could sleep together. Like understand that. Like we could sleep together, but we're not gonna be in a relationship. You know, like we sleep.
Hey, say it again. Say it again. Rewind that. You say you see people together, but not together. What'd you say?
So like basically before you get it together, like I said, if you guys become friends like for a couple of months, like I said,
okay.
Like I said, if she wants something, you guys want it. That's fine.
As far as TLC. Well, see, but by doing that, it's a so like in the young generation, if you're 25 under, what do they call that? No one's put a title on it. So that's why I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm dealing with one right now, right? And I know her person, and I was telling her, I was like, so that's your boyfriend? He's like, well, because he's like, well, how is he? Oh, he's a good dude, etc. Right? And I was like, okay, he's a good dude, got his own crib. So do you live with him? Like, no, I got my own spot. So. And he's like, well, she hasn't put, she told me he hasn't put a title on it. So I go, why do you even drop that corny ass comment? So, okay, check out. You lay down with him, right? He's got his own crib, you got your own spot, and you're prego. And you haven't put a title on it. So what are you? I go, I love the bullshit, right? Check out. So you guys are what? You're doing sleepovers like little kids, but you're prego. I was like, yo, that's not no, but hey, teach your own was definitely more power to you, for sure.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
If a girl said, he have a sleepover, that ain't no sleepover, man. That ain't sleep.
Well, if you break it down, it's basically if you're not official together, right? But you're laying down with each other, having TLC, you're doing sleepovers. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your girlfriend. Or what I call you doing either fuck buddies, one night stands, or benefits. If you're doing benefits and you verbalize, like when I did my benefits, Seattle, the whole phase, right? I was like, yo, like me, don't love me. She like older, that's my baby mom's. She's garbage. I don't know how to give her this love for her. But you and I can do benefits. I'm not your man. You're not my woman. You don't regulate me, right? Then you verbalize the situation, benefits, and that's it. Is it wrong? Yes. Don't do that, but there's a reason why we do that for sure.
The thing is, like I said, if you like you said, you talking to somebody, but they're talking to some other guy and said that's just a friend. If a girl said guy coming off to get high. That ain't no freaking high. That mean they're gonna be. But let me tell you, when you get high, that your brains is messed up because they're gonna be trying to kiss. Nah, bro, don't do that shit because let me tell you, if I'm talking to a girl, okay, I'm saying I'm giving two choices. It's either me or him. You pick one.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna talk to you like you talk to some other guy because at the end of the day, I'm trying to competition. I ain't trying to do competition here because I don't like competition. Because I ain't trying to see. Nah, bro. I don't competition. I'm personal. If we talking, we talk to me. We talking, we to get to know each other.
Correct. But see, that's the intent. But the downfall of the young generation, like, yes, don't do that no more. Older generation, I might, if you're like 35 and over, for the most part, yo, we're doing talking, communication for the most part, right? Young cats, nah, y'all doing. y'all talking, right? But there's no labels. There's no one puts shit on it. I'm like, how does that function? Like dead ass. That's the type of people like, yo, it's two simple questions. I tell my one-on-ones. If you can't answer this question, but as an individual, like, what do I want from life? I don't know. Well, there you go. What do I want from relationship? Short term, long term, fuck buddies, one night stand, benefits, last dying breath. If you can't answer those two simple questions by yourself, that lets you know you're not ready for a relationship at all. You can do benefits, sure. The downfall about that, you exchange your energy. And then hurt people. Then what? Who do you blame for the situation when like, oh well, we're not friends, we're doing TLC, etc. But then let's say she starts liking you, you don't like her like that, and then you just drop her like a ton of bricks. She dies, and then what happens to her potentially? She might do the whole phase. Because you know what? I try to do good. Every time I like somebody, it's going smooth, chemistry's cool, all of a sudden boom, they go cold feet and that always goes over, they cheat on me or they just squash it. Nah, we'll just be friends and that's it. But that's the type of you got to be very cautious. Your to each their own most definitely. But if you want to be body hopping, more power to you. If you want to do no tie on it, more power to you.
Let me tell you this younger generation, like this young kids, I see them beginning this. They be sleeping in different rooms. Like this young generation, like you said, they don't care about friendship. They will date somebody right away.
Well, because the codependency wise, correct. Very soon, very well said.
Yeah. So, and then sleep with a person and get a girl pregnant. Then okay. Oh shit! I get let me tell you, these young cats, man, like 16, 17, they be having early, man. They be having kids, man, early, bro.
Well, because they don't know. Like that's a lot of culture. Like in the Black Spanish culture, 12 years old, 13-year-olds having a kid. I got niece and nephews. They're like 13, 14. I'm like, I love you guys, but here's the kicker: your life just went to shit. Not in a bad way, but you're a kid having a kid. You don't know shit. Here's the best part. You haven't even graduated. You don't know shit on life. And here's the worst part. When you become older and you graduate, if you graduate, and you go into the matrix with us older adults, you're going to have a lot of shit going on. You just didn't know what's coming at you. It's not Care Bears out here, man. It's a bloodbath in Matrix, man. Dead ass.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is, like I tell a person, like I said, the best thing to, like you say, if you as a person, like if you like I say, the young cats, like look at my high school. Back in my high school, they gave us condoms. They gave us condoms, like from 9th grade.
Right.
Like I said, I went to my school was car washing. That's called car washing.
Okay.
I scored car washing school. When people like yours, I brush it as a baby when I got a kid. The best thing to do. Yeah, my high school used to give us everybody condoms.
Right.
This program come and talk with everybody, give everybody condoms. So, like I said, if you wanna smash it, like any day, I can coach. Like say, if you like a girl, you got to what I don't care. But the best thing to use a protection.
Take care of yourself because the kid doesn't have to be here. I tell people deadass, when you lay down with somebody, what's gonna happen? Catch feelings. STDs or a baby. Everybody knows that shit. Anyone that says, I didn't know that. No. You see the cell phone on my hand? All the answers on the cell phone. Siri. What happens when I lay down with somebody? What can I catch? Feelings, STDs, babies. Guarantee no matter what. So with that said, if you're not ready for that, why are you laying down with people? Because you have feelings? Because you're lusting? That's all it is lust. It's not love. Yeah, you think it's love, but think it's not knowing. That's why I saw this TikTok on Andrew Tate, right? And this 15-year-old girl is talking about, okay, she's a sophomore, right? She's like, you have all these young girls, 12, 15 years old, and they already have like 10, 15 bodies, and nobody wants them, right? I was like, right, but with that said, I go, which I'm going to stitch that bitch out. Me as an individual, behind the screen, I tell all you young cats, if you're a middle schooler, high schooler, I promise you 1,000, I'm going to tell you something, it's the biggest fear in the universe. You are not ready for a relationship. Just because you have feelings and you like them, that's all they are, is feelings. But I promise you 1,000, if you want to be in a relationship in middle school, high school, and you haven't graduated, I tell everybody, deadass, you want to die? What? Do you want to die? What do you mean by that? Because that relationship's going to destroy you. And here's the worst part. You haven't even graduated yet. When you go into the matrix with us older adults and you become a young adult, 18 years old, fresh, graduated, you're so naive, male, female, especially females, you're so naive and gullible. I'm 41, right? 18 at heart. What can an 18, 20-year-old female offer me? Other than looks, other than lust, and cosmetics, and that's it. What can she offer me? Nothing, right? She could be a good individual, yes, but look at the way I speak. I speak to the fullest about repo talk, how we function, mentally, spiritually, emotion-wise. So if I'm too much for you, you're going to fold and be like, you know what? I can't do the relationship. Why? Because y'all on social media. Well, you met me on social media, and I verbalize all the time. I'm always on social media because why? I'm forewarned the universe, which you're about to get into in the because that relationships is once again, words can heal you, trigger you, definitely destroy you. Relationships can make you, break you, and definitely destroy you. When you comprehend that, how many times in this lifetime do you want to die in relationships? Why? You know, that's dead ass. Because that shit does not feel good. And what happens to the situation? You can fall into man-made bullshit, blue pill talk, drugs, alcohol, pills. Oh, I got you know, ADHD, I got PTSD, I got freaking, I'm bipolar. Now what are you going to see? A psychologist give you pills to numb you up because you think you're broken. You're broken for now, but do you know why you're broken? Did you know how you got to that point? Because you got in a relationship. You don't know anything about empathy narcs. I can tell people, am I acting nice or am I being nice? What does that mean? If I'm acting nice to you because I'm being narcissistic wise, baby girl, you're beautiful. I'm love bombing you, make you feel good, right? I'm doing that to sell you the fake woman love story, so I get lust out of you. When I got the skins, peace gotta go, one for the books, right? Are you ready for that? But yes, you thought I was being nice, thinking not knowing. You read and judge me. Am I being nice authentically wise, or am I being nice because I want something out of you? If I'm more narcissistic, I will slaughter this shit. But I think good guys, good girls, you hear that corny ass blue pill term. Always, good guy, good girls, always finish last. Why do they say that? Because we do. Because we fucking believe in our head that everyone's going to treat us equally wise. If I show love, they show love back. Yeah, they will, acting wise, not being authentically wise. Then what? Who do you blame for that situation? God? Lucifer? No. It was their narcissist traits premeditated. They're more narcissistic wise. That's the type of people, dead ass. I could go to the projects, right? That's the most broken people in the universe. Not all of them are bad, but a lot of them are bad. Hell yeah, they are, right? So all she can offer a girl from the projects is what? Beauty, cosmetic, and a body, yes, and TLC, lust. She cannot guarantee me a long-term healthy relationship. Toxicity, yes. Babies, yes. Dramas, yes. Because she doesn't know what she is. So why would I go from the projects again? Mm-hmm.
It's like I said, the project is rich is really the rich is like people that I'm not saying everybody's bad. That's where
No. I don't use the word all for them. I say a lot of them are. But not all. No, a lot of them are.
If you did in a project, you're from the project.
Mm-hmm.
Her expectation, you have to get money, you have to take care of
right.
But I don't want that because,
hey, Kristen.
Like I said, I'm not against project girls. I understand that. Not every girl is probably fine.
Right.
This thing if you're trying to date a project, her expectation is you have to get money, do her every freaking week. That I don't like. Do her every week. Do her nails every week and do her.
Right, cosmetic stuff. Because that makes her feel good. But remember, for the most part, as a blue pillar, yes, you're doing what? Dressing to impress. Deadass. You're not doing it for yourself. Quote unquote for yourself, no, you're dressing to impress. Red pill talk, you're doing it for you because you know what? I want to treat myself. I want to feel good about myself. But in reality, I don't need this, but this is an accessory, but it makes me feel a little bit better. That's cool. But if you're doing to dress to impress, then what? That's like deadass. I tell people, scenarios. I keep it 1,000. Before this whole leggings happened with females, right? Before, what? 17 years ago. In Seattle, I lived in Seattle, right? Seattle, Washington. So with that said, the north side of Seattle, white, Asian, Middle Eastern. They have people of color, black, yellow, purple, a little bit, right? But with that said, the females actually wear yoga pants, aka, leggings, and they actually do what? They do yoga, they go hiking, they work out, and they do it for themselves because they love themselves, they love their body first and foremost. You go to the south side of Seattle, the ghetto, taste the fucking rainbow, yellow, purple, we have ghetto, white, I don't give a shit what nationality is. Then females wear leggings for what? Naturally, they got a body, right? The thick, solid, blessed. And they do it for what? Dressing to impress, to turn heads. They are offering lust, they are not offering love. And you don't believe me? I tell people, go to the ghetto in the hoods. Any girl that wearing see-through everything, she's walking on the sidewalk, right? And there's the glass from the stores. Look at the corner of her eye. She's watching how many heads she turns. That is her validation for herself. That's her validation for herself. So with that said, that girl, she's gonna offer me is lust. She cannot guarantee me a long-term healthy relationship at all. That's why I say in Spanish, the word's called de la calle. People from the streets, or the mentality-wise, they cannot guarantee you healthy long-term. No, toxicity, fuck yeah. I promise you 1,000 they will. But not all of them, a lot of them, because they don't know where they are and they're broken. Because guess what? Poor toxic environment as far as the household, and then they live in the ghetto, so it's toxicity everywhere wise, and they're scared to leave the bubble and go to the suburbs with white people. Asian, why? They're squares, they're proper.
I can tell you,
you know what I mean? Like what?
Like, let me tell you, these most project girls, like, they're looking, like, I understand, I feel like most projects, they don't, like I said, look at this, the guy from the projects, they're bad, they're selling drugs, they got money, they got, somebody want to come up, somebody want to guess in the chat, if they want to bring them up. Look at this project girl, look at this project girl, they have these boyfriend, this tattoo, the gangster, the gang, but their soul is broken, like I said, I call them soulless, their soul is broken. They don't
exactly, because they don't know what they are.
They don't react about life. Like I said, they're scared to come. They're scared if the projects don't come out in the reality world. Mm-hmm. So there's somebody that be totally different. So, like I said, their soul is broken. They don't nothing but
for now, correct. Well, and that's why the analogy is like, remember when we hear like that, you don't want to leave the bubble. What's the bubble? The projects, right? Because they don't want to go see what's out there. But I promise you, when I did my friend event to Seattle, and I'm people in the south of Seattle, right? I bet check it out. You can move to the north side, it's more expensive in Hawaii because of the square area. My kids can walk freely, I can walk freely. What do I worry about? Before I had my tattoos, right? I just had my long hair, my braids. I get worried about what? But I don't even worry about it. I'm gonna get racially profiled. Little racism. I'd rather deal with racism and cops pulling me over because I look from the south side of Seattle than to live in the south side where I save money but it's ghetto as hell and my kids can't walk the streets freely. I worry about something happening to them. So with that said, you have a better opportunity over there, wise. But it's gonna be a different environment because of the way you speak your language, etc. But I promise you, if you show them respect, they'll show love back every which way. They won't be mean to you, right? But that is your choice. That is your choice, and that's it. Mm-hmm.
Like somebody want to come up in the chat. His name is I mean, if he's still here.
Ahmed. Okay. Oh, in a minute. 2 seconds, wise. But this one, Cam says, I love comments. He says, this I'll say they because I don't know if it's male female. But it says, I ended my online relationship. I'm never dating again. Well, nobody's gonna say this. Never say never because you will do it again. Say I won't. I'll avoid that. But with that said, remember this. Online dating and LDR, long distance relationships, are hella hard. Why? Because you haven't physically seen them. That's why I tell people, okay, locally, nobody's going to say this. If you can't get a partner locally, why can't you get a partner locally? Like they ask me, yo, Rito, why don't you have a girlfriend locally wise? I go, me? Look at the way you speak. Tag any Spanish person, Hispanic to Spaniard, speak the way you speak. I don't give a shit about jalapenos, the clubs. That is not my life. That's blue pill shit. I don't care about that. If that's a lifestyle, more power to them, and that's it. Been there, done that. When I have them by my side, because it's not gonna work out. If you do traditional corny ways, opposites attract. Go fall on your face. Go do that. And when you do, if you're the good guy, I promise you they're gonna fall on your face. Then what? Who do you blame? God, Lucifer? No.
Let me add that though.
Yeah.
Like he said in comments, let me see what he comment. Let me see what he comment. In my own, I would never did. My point of view is, like I said, I'm giving some out, but like I said, you can't say you can't date again because you let that shit affect you. Let your past affect you. But I would never let my past affect me from dating somebody else because.
But online dating. He's talking about online dating.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess honestly, like online dating. That's the next. If you date on somebody online, like I said, you gotta know if they're rude or not. Like I said, catfish. I call them catfish. Catfish going around. Like I said, you gotta know. If somebody is scared to show their face, that's a catfish.
Well, yeah.
So the best thing to do, like I said, if you're in a relationship, that's depending on you. If you don't want to date somebody ever again, like I said, that's your. If you say basically saying everybody's bad, that's everybody's bad.
Right, but see, online dating is hard. Remember, online dating, like scenario. Right, look at the way you speak home. I can't, but so online behind this screen, I meet some beautiful, females, individuals inside and out, right? But they live where? China, South America, Ukraine, North Pole. I'm in Washington. I have money. I'm a single father with kids. I don't have the money to be flying like that, you know. And that's where it becomes hard. And that's the worst part scenario. If you do a long distance relationship with a person on these phones, these apps, right? And you never meet face to face type of shit, and you're dying from that relationship, a virtual relationship. They never kiss, lay down, nothing, no skin. That lets you know that this the downfall when you're a blue pillar and no one teaches you about empathy, so you function spiritual dimension as beings. Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna put all your heart into that individual, and you never. That's it. Remember, it's a social. It's a virtual person. They can ghost you, switch your phone number, switch everything, and then you die. And that's a downfall of traditional lifestyle and narcissists. We are broken, codependent of each other. That's why we always clashing. That's why it's a war in relationships. And more males are more narcissistic, more females more empathetic wise, and it does not work out for the most part because a good guy, good girl always fails last. Yeah, well, we always get screwed every which way because we are over loving. That's the reason why you shed tears.
The best thing to do, like I said, is like I come back to the project. Like the best thing to do, not do the project here, because your expectation is you have to. If you want to do the project, you have to know the expect, because they don't know their soul is always broken because they don't want to be crying every minute. Maybe I want this for my foot, I don't want that, because you have the expectation, because you have to teach them how it works, because if like I say, you come from the suburbs and you go to date somebody from the projects, they do not know what's going on in the real world.
Exactly.
Let me say it. Like they expect everything to come to themselves. They don't want to work. They want to make easy money.
Correct.
Like I said, they want to make easy money. But like I said, you come from the real world. You come from that. You work hard for your money. Like you see, you go to the project and like you try to do that project here. They expect everything to come to them, but you have to teach them and say, hey, this is not how it works. In real life, if we together, we have to work. We have to pay our bills together.
Correct.
We have to pay our bills. Because
teamwork.
Like the project, they do not know, because their expectation, how a man has to expect empty.
Yeah, this traditional way, quote unquote.
If you want to get a project, you have to teach them how the real world works, because, like I said, if me in a relationship and we have a house together, we have to pay a bill. It's not just me alone, because not just me in a relationship. Like I said, we have to work together. That's all. Like I said, these project girls, I'm not saying everybody, they should know. A man can't afford everything to them, because you have to work too. You have to provide for him too. Because if he lost his job now, how you guys gonna function? Right,
and that's why it's supposed to be teamwork, both of you guys on both parts. That's why back in the day when it was more cheaper to live, quote unquote, before 9/11 happened in the States, etc. You only have one person to work and you'd be sufficed. Nowadays, it's like two people type of shit, because that are you doing 2-3 jobs, or you're doing your geek techie, high end type of job, but even then you're doing hella hours, and the inflation's getting higher and higher type of shit. So it's gotta be both parties. So that's why it's a lot. But yes, dating someone from the project is a lot going on. Like that's why I tell people like, remember that they're broken in their environment. So with that said, you can't fix it or save them. You can guide them, but you can't mold them. It is their choice to change the ways. It is their choice to do better, but that is their choice. But and that's why you have like imagine you heard this term called trophy wife, trophy husband. The positive is when y'all talking about it and you're proud of what you have by your side, and vice versa. That respect, right? The bad side of the trophy wife, trophy husband is when y'all clashing, right? Bumping heads. Like if I had a trophy girlfriend, right? Or trophy wife, quote unquote, I can look, but I can't touch. Everyone else can look and they can touch. Because you get grounded, you can't do shit with them. And you're still there codependent by them,
So the best thing to do, like I said, in life is like I did a project girl before. Like I said, my ex was I was called her rock.
Okay.
She was crazy, man. Their attitude is crazy, like different stuff. But in the day, I show her, like I said, I show her the way I work, because in the day, I'm not, like I said, my mistake. I didn't teach her to work. But at the end of the day, like I said, you got a project girl.
Yeah.
The rest of it, her. Not everything she wants, she's gonna expect it. That's one. Not everything she wants, she's gonna expect it, because
correct.
We got bills to pay. So the best thing to do is teach her the real world. Because the projects. I'm not getting on about projects. I know that's like a neighborhood. You can't work free. You get robbed. You get shot.
Right.
You can't go certain blocks. You can't go to certain blocks because.
Yeah, no, that's the regulations in the projects. I get it for sure.
Yeah, checking with certain people. Right, like according to gangs, you got checking with them.
Yeah, no. That's where the projects you don't be doing all that. But I get it. I grew up with that. I don't care for that, but I get it.
I don't, like I said, I never been to the projects. I never been will step in. I will not. The only time I go in there is like get some stuff. I'm drop my account and leave.
I am back. Yeah.
I walk in. I'm not staying. I'm not staying in the project, bro, because because if you pull up on the block now and it say who's you, if you don't know nobody on the block, don't be there because your ass they're gonna rob your ass.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey, Lion. On my Instagram side, Fannin says, I think whatever kind of relationship you get it before you do. You need to be happy with yourself first. Oh yeah, very well said, 1,000. That's how people. Everything starts with you first and foremost. That's why. Think about it. Anyone that dies in a relationship, anyone that shared tears in a relationship wise. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, Chris. I'll be here. What you gonna call it? Take care, be safe, take care of the family. But with that said, which I tell people, like, anytime you shed tears in a relationship, this is why. If you don't know how good and bad people, how we function, then you're broken and codependent. You think you need that person. No. And it sucks that people cheat, they ghost, and they deceive you. I get it, and it sucks, it hurts. I make it sound hella easy. But the reason why what I do, 2 years ago, I went through a bad breakup. I died. That's, like I tell people, my first baby mom destroyed me, that hurt, I shed tears, right? And I thought in my head, like, because, before her, people pass away in funerals, right? Death happens, and that shit hurts. You shed tears, grandma, cousin, etc., right? My first breakup, that shit hella bad. So I thought in my head, like, well, this is probably the worst pain I can feel in my life, right? And then, like, then my brother passes in 2013, right? And I was like, yo, this year, that was bad. I hurt hella bad, right? And then I thought to myself, again, this is probably the worst pain and the worst, probably the most tears I could probably shed, and that's it. There can't be nothing more than that, what I believe then, right? I tell people, nah. What hurts more is when you go through a breakup, because guess what? Because when someone passes, physically the body's not here. The vessel's gone, right? But spiritually, emotionally, remember, they're always by your side no matter what. And the next lifetime, you'll see each other, right? Quote unquote. But what hurts more is when you go through a breakup, a bad breakup, because they're still here, right? And you seeing them, and that shit hurts bad. And that's why with my second baby moms, I thought, but that's, I worked on myself, and I thought my oxymoron, I love you for leaving me. Why? Because if you didn't leave me, what happened? We'd still be together 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. And I was like, no, that's what I told you, it hurt, yes, hurt hella bad, but blue pill talk, I had to die to get to this point. Because I fell back to the healing, awaken, awake, woe journey. I took the red pill, and okay, now I observe my red flags, what's her red flags, and the previous relationships. So I'm not bringing that shit with me, and that's it. I'm not letting the red flag, oh, well, this one's jealous, I'm going to let it slide. Nah, the red flags are there. No, we'll talk about it, but yo, I don't deal with jealousy. You're not going to control me. I don't party and kick it. You party and kick it, then you hook up with somebody party and kicks it. I don't do that lifestyle. Opposites attract, it's not going to work out. So that's why I tell people now, I'm blessed in life, because I just tell a story. I make it sound easy, but I have a support team. My 10 light workers right here. I love them to death. I'm a support team. That's the people that, when you go through breakups, bad shit in life, your support team helps you and guides you, man. That's your squad, that's your peoples, And then you work on yourself, and then you get your life back.
Good thing, like I say, I agree with you. Like I said, like love yourself before you love somebody else. Like I said, don't work on yourself. Like take care of yourself. Like look after your health and stuff.
Yeah.
The best is just like take a nice time. Take it smooth. Just go out there and have fun, enjoy yourself, man. That's all life is. Like that's all we can do.
Hey, Lion, on this, definitely that's it for sure. Very well said. But again, on my IG side, finances, they say I had a breakdown after a bad breakup. Took time to put myself back together, but I rebuilt my life how I wanted it. And now a relationship and a nice luxury, but not nor necessary. Oh, I was definitely well said. That's like me, like, once again, 2 years, like, the cool thing about technology, right? Back then, I recorded myself. I was doing, like, when I was going through my breakup, that's when I started doing as it is, I was doing, like, live videos, computer stuff. Nothing with relationships, nothing with kids, nothing with families, strictly computers, right? But with that said, when I started with my breakup, what I do, I was already on social media. So what I did was, I got my cell phone, started doing TikTok, not TikTok, but Facebook Lives, right? They're actually my YouTube channel. And I was actually watching 2 days ago, because I'm doing my uploads on Rumble. And I was like, for girls shed more tears than, for the most part, more than males, right? We'll shed tears, but we wear the mask smile. We shed tears on our own time, not in front of family, best dads, not in front of nobody, right? So I was watching myself, and I'm like, that's good with technology. If you do video blogs, yo, you can be rewatching, like, man, I was dying. I was doing pretty bad, right? I tell people, like, yo, you want to hear me cry like a bitch? I'll send you my audios. I was crying bad, because why? We think in our head, I need him in my life. No, that's called codependent. You don't need nobody in the universe but yourself. You want them in your life if they choose to want to be in your life. If not, you can't force them to be in your life. Forcibly with a gun, yeah, but now they didn't do it willingly wise. You forced it upon them, right? So with that said, that's why it hurts hella bad. But the cool thing is when you work on yourself and comprehend what happened, then you blessed, you know? That's why I say, and I tell my light workers, like they tell me, yo, you don't want to hear it, you cuss me out, you know, whatever, but I promise this, if you don't take your back, stay strong, and you don't need nobody yourself but yourself, first and foremost. And with that said, there's light at the end of the tunnel wise. It's a blessing in disguise. I know you don't want to hear it, it hurts, but I promise you this, it's day by day, baby steps. It will fall into place. Because she's going to reach out to you, you know your feelings, your urges, right? Because you have, and it's worse when you have kids, because now you got kiddos, right? And you don't want to see the family fall apart. But I tell people, like, it's healthier if the relationship is shit as parents. Then guess what? The healthy thing is to do co-parenting and squash it. But you do your part as an individual, as a father, as a mother. All you can do, you cannot. Oh, my baby mom's ghetto. She's, you know, she's obnoxious. She's loud. Whatever the situation is, she always wants war. That's on her. You can't do nothing about the situation on her side. You can verbalize, yo, keep it humble, please. If you have nothing to say, and she can still cuss you out. That is her choice, right? But that said, you just keep it. You try not to get triggered, quote unquote. Try not to get triggered, and then match your energy, because now you're still beefing with each other. You're not together, and the kid's seeing the same shit again over and over again. Come on, you know. So with that said, you know, that's where you have to be across the situation. That's why dead ass relationships are so tough nowadays. All you shit see in the movies, that lovey-dovey shit, that does not really happen for the most part. It's rare type of shit. More squares, more empathetic people together, yes. In the suburbs area, for the most part, yes. Potentially healthy relationships, for sure. Like in Seattle, at the farm markets, yo, squares everywhere, all day, every day. I have my onion for a reason. Where I'm from, Little Mexico, circles everywhere. You have your squares here and there, but even then they're toxicos. But I dislike that Spanish term, because that means you're basically, I'm broken, ghetto, deal with situation. That's what it straight up means. I tell anybody, if you're not Spanish and you hear a male female say, I'm toxico, they forewarned you, I'm a little ghetto, I'm a little crazy, but, you know, this is spicy, this, and that's what you want. And they'll give it to you. If the downfall situation is me a broken, toxic relationship, and then be jealous, controlling, machista, narcissistic wise, and then run the show. And they'll see through you. Remember, a person that's more bad girl, more narcissistic wise, will see through you, and you're the good guy, good girl, man, pathetic, you're gonna get mopped up every which way. They will take you for everything from you, and even when you can't give them more, they still take shit from you. Everything, money, power, your love, everything. That's why relationships, when you die, it hurts hella bad, right? Why does it hurt so bad? Because by your side, by you overloving them, you lost love for yourself. So when you're crying for them, you're actually crying for yourself. And that's why behind this mask of smiles, you're dying and crying. It hurts every single time. But the reason being, because we're brainwashed, I need a partner. Stop using the word need. I want a partner. The only person that needs anybody in the universe is kiddos, because they're not old enough to get a job, a car, a roof over their head. When they're old enough to be teenage adults, right, going to matrix-wise, the world, then they don't need you. In the beginning, they shout because they don't know the words. I tell my kiddos, like, I will teach you, the best teacher in the universe wise, to switch your lingo, these terms. Because when you say you need me right now, you do. Because you're little kids. When you're older, I'll guide you which way. And you don't need a partner. You want a partner, and they should want you too. If she doesn't want you, then why didn't she want you? What did you do to her? What? No one's perfect. We have our flaws. Did you kill her with words? Because, once again, like my ex taught me, right, this oxymoron. So like in the beginning I did not comprehend this. She'd be like, I'd rather have you beat me physically, right? I can recover from a busted up, broken ribs, busted, you know, black eye type of shit. But you say you love me, but I'm stupid. You say I love me, but I'm ugly. You say I love me, but I'm fat. Those words in my head, every time I see you, play it 1,000 times in my head. And you want me to lay down with you? You want me to be with you? And that's why words cut deeper than a knife, every which way. And you have to be very, very cautious with your words, because when you hurt your partner with words, you self-sabotage the relationship. I know that was not your intent, but if you haven't worked on your toxicity, narcissist traits, then guess what? You're going to crucify everybody after them. And you blame, oh, it's them. No, it's you, because the people before you haven't worked on them. And when you tell me, oh, you're ugly, you're a bitch. I'm sorry, I just got mad. Why did you get mad? How did you get triggered? There you go. Now your partner that you say you love. Yeah, I'm not being able to say this. A lot of us go to toxic relationships, right? And what do? The potential to be, what do we tell them? About our ex, right? Huge cheat like that. You tell them a story, right? You play the role of victim, and you tell a sob story. So this person that wants to love you now, right? Because they want to treat you better than your ex, quote unquote, and they're doing that, but now you cuss them out. Now you say, oh, you're just like my ex. You crucified them. Self-sabotage. Again.
Like I said, the best to do is like, if you like say you arguing with your ex and she say something out of anger, like my point of view is like I always tell people like I always tell both sides like if somebody like I said both sides if you guys argue and she says something trigger your mind and I'm hitting her, then that's a different problem.
Well, yeah, see that's why, and so what you just said as far as being, you become verbally abusive and then physically abusive.
Yeah.
And then in the repo talk, and if you don't believe me, talk to any therapist, counselor, psychiatrist. It's called right here to my neck. It's called reactive abuse. You're reacting to the words that got you in your feelings. Now you become verbally abusive or physically abusive. It's reactive abuse because you're reacting to the words and feelings, which is your traumas. All this shit in my neck. That's why I have all this in my neck for a reason. Blue pillars will not comprehend this. Red pillars a little bit. Therapists, counselors, psychiatrists, they'll know exactly what this means right here. That's what they tell when they see me in Seattle. They be like, why'd you put that in you? I go, they're just words. And they're like, but those words are triggering. I go, why do you comprehend the words? They'll tell me, I'm a therapist, I'm a counselor, psychiatrist. Oh, let's have a conversation. And they're like, I tell them, yo, I'm just telling a story. I go, here, I'm a brown person, Spanish, Hispanic, Spaniard. We're not taught this shit at all. We don't even, for the most part, brown and black people, they don't go to therapy. Our therapy is the streets, our therapy is our family, our therapy is church, quote unquote. If we went to therapy, guess what? We would potentially have a little guidance in life and make it in life and study ourselves individuals. But we don't do that because that's white people stuff, quote unquote, right? White, Asian, Asian, they do that. Squares do that. We don't do that. The downfall that we don't do that, we're in toxic relationships every which way, all the time. And we blame everybody in the middle but ourselves. And that's why we can't do what? Self-accountability.
Next thing to do is like friend versus stuff. That's how like I said.
Mm-hmm.
My point of view is like certain people have different type of races, like the,
oh yeah,
like
for sure. Yes, you get your categories.
Like my point of view is like I'm gonna say this. It doesn't matter what race, we all the same color. If you like,
right.
If you, like I said, you say, oh, I like a black guy, and a black girl, I like a white guy. It doesn't matter. I feel like this should not be racist because any day we all have the same blood. We bleed the same red blood. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's the only one that cares about is blue pillars. That's what I'm saying. Like blue pill talk, they're the ones that care. Like oh, I'm Spanish. So in the Spanish culture, around some date black people because that's like the lowest race, quote unquote. I go, you can go by because you're taught that as kids, right? Because your parents who marry your caregiver, they'll teach you that. But when you become a teenager, adult, go into the world of the Matrix, now it's your choice. Like me, oh, I'm supposed not to talk to Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons because they're bad people. Why? Because I'm brainwashed that they're bad people. They're bad people. Now when I see them in the streets, like, oh, they're cool people. They're just talking about God and that's it. Nothing wrong with that. But I thought in my head as a little kid that they're wrong people because I was taught that, and so on and so on.
Best thing is as a person, like, I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like like you, if you're Spanish, okay, I want this I want this somebody different from my culture. I feel like it, doesn't matter who you did. You can't judge on people color because, like I said, if like I said, I'm Spanish. Like you said, if I'm Spanish now and I say, okay, I like white girls. I don't like Spanish girls.
Right. That's your preference. You can say that. It's your preference.
Yeah. But in my point of view, like it doesn't. I feel like you can't. I feel like you should not say that. Like you should date anybody because it's like it doesn't matter what color it is. Like I feel like that you should not be saying that. So. Well,
yes and no. Remember, like Rebel Talk. Remember, you have race, religion, culture, and environment, right? So when you mix races, so if I was to be with the Chinese girl, right? Scenario, right? So my side is what? My family, my culture, my religion, my environment, and vice versa. Now you're mixing two people to become one, right? Before you have kids, right? So my family could be giving like, yo, why are you with the Chinese girl? Her family's like, oh, why with the Spanish girl? Why don't you be with the white guy, etc. It's just so much going on between two people to become one. If you allow the family to influence your relationship, then the relationship's going to fall apart. Because your family doesn't want you to be together. Because you're not supposed to be racist. Chinese don't go to Spanish. Like me, when I'm in Seattle, Asians all the time. Like I could be with you, said it's downfall, my family give me grief. Because I should be with the square, I should be with the Asian or white person, not a brown person. I'll be like, cool, you can say that hurt my feelings. That's your preference. You can if you want your family to date for you, then do so. Do traditional ways. It does not hurt my feelings at all.
I feel like if you're dating somebody, like I said, keep it secret. Like your family should not stay. Like me, I would not. Like if I'm dating somebody, I'm not gonna ask somebody for no advice. Oh, I'm not, bro. Because family always talk a bunch of gay, bunch of
yeah, for the most part, correct.
like hated, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Well, it's because they're jealous. That's why. Hey, Lion. This one finally says she's Oh, they say, I don't know if they do or she apologized, but it says takes a strong person to walk away from someone you love, but if they're not good for you, then you have to. You should always be tough. Be you by your priority. Oh yeah, for sure. You're good. You're good. But yeah, no, most definitely that's why. Like Blue Book talk. When you're in a toxic relationship, what do we do? If you're more nice guy, nicer, what do you do? Traditional ways, you pray to God and plan that your partner changes, right? You hope. And the downfall situation, the blue pillar, like God's been hearing whatever your God is. They've been hearing, He's been hearing you all this time. Or we don't like you. I heard you for years, for 12 years, whatchamacallit, that you want your partner to change, but I can't fix you or save her. That is her and your choice to change, and it's called what? I give you guys free will. So why don't you pray for yourself to build the courage and walk away? Yes, you have kids. It's gonna hurt, but it's better for both of you and better for the kids. Or you can stay there and keep praying and hoping. You know what I mean?
I feel like she mean like I don't like like I said you fall in love with somebody and they like I said you still love that person.
Mm-hmm.
It might take hard to walk away, but it should not be that. I feel like if you keep praying, like say if you walk away, it's better for you because if you like I said you still love a person.
That's the best thing. You're saving yourself.
Save you save yourself from chaos.
Oh yeah, well you're already shedding tears and you're already in pain, right? And you already know. But here's the kicker: it's easier said than done. Why? Because if you're already over it, you already shed your tears. You know what? Next time I'm not gonna put myself in a situation, right? Because you already died. Yeah. You went through the feelings. But the person that's going through it now, they can hear it all day, every day. The downfall is they're not ready to, and it's gonna hurt because why? Codependency wise, because we think we need somebody, right? And with that said, remember, nobody in the universe cannot get love, time, and emotions back at all. And that's what you know what? I'll stay a little longer, right? And pray, hope they plan to change their ways. How much is a little longer? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Maybe in time they'll change. There you go. Thank you, medicine. But with that said, that's why it takes courage to walk away. That's it. The people. When you work on yourself, and you remember, I could be in your support team, help you out, make you feel good, right? You can call me. I talk to many people, right? But I tell them, end of the day, when you're not around your support team, your family and friends, it's just you and your partner. When you see them face to face again, everything changes. Because you look at them like, damn, you're like, I still love them. Yes, you do, but guess what? Do you love yourself more than them? You should, but right now you don't because you lost it with them. Because you're praying to change your ways. So I just remind them, every day with this individual, and it takes courage to walk in, it's gonna hurt, but every day with them, you're gonna die. The more you're with them, the longer you're with them, it's gonna hurt hella bad. So it's better to die today than tomorrow, than a week from now, than a year from now. Because the longer you're with them, what are you doing? History. And no one can't get love, time, and emotion back. And that sure hurts bad. It hurts hella bad. Why do you think people go through 1-2 years? You shed tears. Do 10 years. Look at these people on TikTok. Many more females because they're more empathetic wise. 30 years with one guy and they don't know shit on life because all they know is him, and their walls are so high they can't trust nobody. And that shit that sucks because no one touches it. And on TikTok, narcissists. Remember, everyone's got BPD and PDY. So with that said, everyone's got that. So the intent is to learn in time how to judge people for who they really are. And with that said, work on yourself. If you're more narcissistic, the bad guy, bad girl, well, guess what? That should let you know you should work on yourself. You can blame you're. It's so easy to tell. Bad guy, bad girl is so easy. It's so easy. And then people are broken. Let them be showing up from a distance. Be their friend associate. Don't catch feelings. Oh, I could maybe fix, change, and save them wells. Same from the get in the hoods. No, you can't. That is their choice. And if you do, go fall on your face like a lot of us did again and again and again because we're bored as hell. We love toxic love. We love being verbally and physically abused because we love being punching bags because that means love to us. Yeah, do that.
The best thing, let me wrap it up. Like I said, like before I go,
it's
like the energy, like upon it was like I said, you like a toxic love is chaos. Like I said, the best thing to do is never hurt for somebody like I did. Like I said, I'm
You're good, brother. You're good. I did the same thing 2 years ago. It hurts.
Like I said, I know it's hard to walk away from somebody. I know you might still love them, but it's benefit because if you stay, You said, like I said, I'm a chaos for you, and if you have kids, and your kids too.
Correct.
The best thing to do is just walk away. I know it's hard, but the best thing, you have to remain strong. You have to be strong. You don't give up. And like I said, just be strong. Let's keep praying. Pray to God, because without God, you don't have strength. So let's keep praying to God, and He give you strength to overcome to overcome somebody. It might take a while to overcome somebody.
Oh yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna get it.
Right.
Somebody.
Correct.
It might take a while, but it might take a year or a couple
years.
months. But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You'll be healing, and when you heal the right way,
correct.
You're gonna love yourself. Start loving yourself again. You start working. You start becoming happy again.
But definitely.
You do stuff that. So the best do is like I said, don't feel bad about yourself that you walk away. And the best thing you should be thankful, because the best thing to do is like love yourself again. Like when you love yourself and you're working on yourself and you're working on health, you're gonna bring positive to your life, and you're gonna be happy again.
Well, but what's that thousand for sure? On that note,
the best thing to do is just don't blame yourself. Oh, I walk away from it. Don't blame you. Did the right thing. Don't be
right.
Don't make yourself feel bad, and don't make yourself feel bad, and you as a person, like I said, just love yourself. Before you love somebody, just love yourself. Make sure you just love yourself. If you have kids with a person, just love your kids. Yeah. So.
Oh no, yeah, definitely in that note.
So, yeah. So the best thing to do is just take care of yourself, man. Just love yourself and just be the best of yourself, and just don't cry over no dudes or woman or anything.
Correct. Then tell not to. Definitely.
So like me, I cry over dude. Like I mean, cry about a girl that didn't love me, she cheated on me, and I would never do that shit again. Do that. I try my best, but I sure the way she could be on my back and didn't love me. So it's the best thing. It's both sides lost. Both sides. I know both sides. Like one side lost, one side.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because when you walk away, it benefit you, because just don't hate yourself because you're not gonna find somebody else. Don't think like that.
Right now, in time, everything. Patience is a virtue for sure.
Things take time, and you gotta give them time to heal. Because you can't jump in a relationship that after you break with somebody, you can't jump in a relationship like that.
Correct.
No, that's not how you're working. You keep jumping, dating different guys. I don't
body hopping. Yeah, that's not healthy at all.
So, like I said, if you break up with somebody and jump on the next, I don't do that shit, because at the day, I don't want to keep getting hurt and break up dating. I don't do that shit. Different boyfriend, bro. Or different girlfriend, I don't do that, bro. Like, no.
No, that's not. Yeah, it's very unhealthy, and that's codependency for sure.
Do that. You do that shit. I can't do it, because any day I want to have a good life, because if I break up with somebody, if me and a person break up, I'm gonna take time to heal that before I date somebody else. So dating a different person also.
It's amazing what you're doing. 7-11.
Like I said, that's a good question. It's a good question. I like the question.
Oh yeah. No, that's why I go on live on other platforms, like just in case people want to make comments and chime in. Like, don't be like, this is Repo Talk. This is real life, because relationships are hella tough, man. Hella tough, and that's.
Can't let relationship, because I feel like I see people kill over. I said people commit suicide over. There's an next thing I need to address. People kill themselves over relationship. Like you see what's talking about. People kill themselves over a dude or a girl.
Right.
I see that shit happen. It's called, like, it's the best thing to do. Do not think about it like, because you're not gonna be good for anybody else. I'm telling you that way, because you might end up hurting or killing yourself. And that's another thing. Don't never kill it.
I'll DM you. No,
it don't work.
Right. See, when people get to the point, when a person gets to the point where they, kill themselves and unalive themselves over an individual, the reason being because in their heads, they don't want to be here no more, right? And it's not because they don't want to be here, quote unquote. Bluebill Talk, Red Paul, is because they're tired of what? Not love. Bluebill Talk, love hurts. Love doesn't hurt. Love is beautiful, healing, care it soon type of shit, right? What hurts is toxic love. What's toxic love? When you're loving somebody that doesn't love you back, that's toxic love. When they verbally, physically abuse you, toxic love, right? And then pain hurts because you're dealing with the words and in your head, the emotions, right? It's a broken record. And then overthinking. You're tired of your overthinking. That's why I tell people think about it. For 39 years of my life, I had insomnia, right? That type of people, that lets you know when you have issues, when you have insomnia, you're overthinking. You just can't. Like me right now, when I sleep, I die. Give me 5-10 seconds, I get comfortable. Boom, no more dreams. I love life. Time is irrelevant. The only time I have dreams when I power nap, and that's it. I 5-10 minutes, I have little quick dreams, right? So with that said, I'm blessed in life. For the last 2 years of my life, I finally sleep comfortably. I'm out there for 1 year. 1 hour, 2 hours. Fuck, 5 hours later, I'm still my stupid ass thoughts. And we say the same thing. If my head had a light switch, I would turn on my thinking. I could sleep good, wake up in the morning, turn it back on. But that's highly impossible. But in time, you can control your overthinking, control your thoughts when you work on yourself. But if you're in a toxic environment, you have a toxic partner, it's not going to happen because you're trying to go to sleep. And well, guess what happens? They want to fight and argue. And then, oh, you want to talk to me? I'm just trying to go to sleep. I had a long day at work. I just want to sleep. Oh, you don't love me? Oh, here we go. I just, you know, they want to go to sleep. And it's like, dude, I don't miss none of that shit. I won't ever deal with that in my life. Ever.
I think the best thing to do as a person, like I said, I'm not saying like everybody should like I said, the best thing to do is like you and the person in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing to do is just like, let's say like you say you go to sleep, you don't know what to go to sleep. Like this is me. When I go to sleep, I sleep like a dead person. Like I don't know what the heck is up. Like, so when you fall asleep,
yeah.
You know what you just woke up like just like that. You just woke like that. Like you say, if you come to sleep, just like a relationship. You feel like you guys have an argument, then the next day you don't know what the heck happened. Like you use all the energy. So it's like sitting there sleeping. You sleep. You don't know what the heck is going on. Like you just fall asleep. Like,
oh yeah, you die. I say I die. The world blown up. I don't know. I'm dead.
Like let me tell you, when I'm tired, bro, I be sleeping. I don't know what the heck about. I was sleeping and then wake up the next morning.
Yeah.
Go like they sleep like a person when you fall asleep, you don't know what the heck happened, bro. You don't know that. I'll wake you up. So it's an idea, man. So like I said,
it was definitely.
The best thing to do, just love yourself, and like I said, hey, what's the brand? To do, just love yourself and take care of yourself and just heal yourself from a breakup. That's what I did, and I'm better now. So
heck yeah.
I'm actually
I bet that, brother. Definitely.
So yeah, the best thing to do, man, just love yourself, man. But don't let nobody bring you down.
Gotta be selfish, for sure.
Like I said, like I'm taking my time. Like I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Taking my time. I'm taking my time to be talking. Like we're working on stuff before we get in the relationship. We're working on stuff. So
yeah, definitely.
Hey, man, you know, sometimes somebody best for you, and that could be the best person for your life. Like look at this marriage. It lasts like 20 years, 25 years. Because that's a good relationship. That's like I say every marriage lasts, but some marriage lasts, right?
For sure. If they're happy with the best, will definitely be long term for sure.
Yes, there's no like the best thing not to argue. The best thing not to do is like just don't argue with your spouse. Like if you guys gonna both sides need to just stop down. Like I said, both sides kind of like I need to stop. That's the one thing to do. Like yeah, man. You look tired, man. You look tired.
Oh yeah, I've been up since 7 a.m. yesterday. 6 a.m. yesterday. So it's about I'm almost up for 24 hours. It's like 2:30, so like 19 hours already. So yeah, I'll get off in a minute. I gotta go work out in the morning, and then tomorrow I'll do a lot of job applications. I gotta work on my podcast, my YouTube channel finally, and then my Rumble account. If you guys don't have Rumble, jump on Rumble. Rumble's also a good app. It's a freelancing app for the most part. So
okay.
Yeah, man.
I work till Sunday, man. Like I said, I work at Amazon. I work till Sunday.
Okay.
I'm just enjoying my day off. Like I'm talking, I'm going to these different live and talk with people. Like
talking about it. I love lives. Yeah, most definitely.
Like, because I don't really go on TikTok and talk because people don't really recognize your.
Nah, TikTok's it's too much traffic there. On these other apps, you actually have people that actually jump on and vibe with you, man. They show more respect because it's not as big of an app like TikTok. TikTok, once again, if you're not a blue pillar, you won't make it on there. I'm a red pillar 1,000, and I've been there 2 years. I have like 6,000 followers and like 50,000 likes. And I'm not being when I say this. Like tell people like, yo, like dead ass. I challenge everyone in the universe, especially on TikTok. Grab your therapist, grab your psychiatrist, your life coach, not your creators on TikTok. I tell all the time, yo, tag them in it. Let's do a live. They won't even take it because they want to sit in the narcissist. I don't care about the narcissist on the bad way. Like, yo, let them be. You know, they're narcissistic for a reason. Wise, they can change their ways. They change their ways when they're ready to. Wise, Let's talk about you. What? Let's talk about you. I want to know about you. I don't know these guys. I don't care about your parents, family, friends. You, which is you and I. We're doing do a life. Teach me some shit I don't know about life. What advice can you give me? What advice can you give to your followers and my followers to have a better relationship, a better life, and learn to love the person in the mirror. That's what I care about, and they don't like that.
The best thing to do is like just like in life. Me as a person, like I try to take care of myself, man. I try to work hard. I try to pay my bills on time, and just try to be the best of a person because, like I said, I don't really don't have time to like focus on. I just work and stuff. I'm like, the best just get, like I said, get this up because I want to get recognition because like TikTok is a big platform. Like they have
it is, but it's overrated. Yeah.
Overrated. Any day, like I said, I'm not a fan of. Like I said, I kind of like TikTok. I only watch videos that make me laugh.
Yeah. No, the algorithm. Yeah, no, it's
But live, if you go somebody live, they're talking a bunch of. You don't get people don't watch your comment. People just fucking talking them like. I do that because I want to do my own stuff. Like I don't want to be like I want to be famous TikTok because. I don't want to be on TikTok forever. I don't want to be famous because I don't want to be on there because the platform you can't get banned for no reason. You get banned.
Oh yeah, no, that's the most. But see, here's the thing about social media, right? Especially on TikTok. I'm not being what I say, but when I see TikTokers that are famous, right, millions of followers, they're making buku bucks, right? And all these platforms that we're on, we don't own them. We're just the person that's borrowing the service and vibing. That's it. These people that own these platforms, they can always pull you whenever they want to. Whenever. Spotify, YouTube, it doesn't matter, right? So with that said, especially on TikTok, I chip on these TikTok creators that they don't save none of their TikToks on their phone. That first and foremost, that's your first mistake. Deadass, because every time you make a TikTok and you have the option when you save it to your phone, it's on your phone. If they ban you for whatever reason, whenever they want to, now you lose 1 million followers and you have to start all over again. And guess here's the kicker: you didn't save none of your TikToks on your phone, so you have to start from scratch. You have to redo. Let's say all the TikToks you went viral with, right? You know exactly the certain TikToks you made. You're gonna go viral. You make another account, post them. You go viral again, right? So with that said, top people, and with that said, just don't rely on one platform. Right now, I'm on 5 phones at one time. So if anyone gets in the feelings and report me on IG. On my Facebook, well, guess what? I'm knocked down on 2, but I still got 3 platforms to go, and I'm still on Twitch, YouNow, and Likey. I don't stop. You know what I mean? I don't stop at all. I tell people, red pill talk, they want to stop you. Why? Because they don't want blue pillars to take the red pill. What? I don't need nobody. No, you don't need yourself. You want people. Switch your lingo, your terminology. Look, your train of thought, then you be blessed. And from there, wise, the only person that's all my ink and my tattoos, the only person you need, chase, compete, submit any validation is from the person in the mirror. You don't submit to nobody but yourself. All this blue pill shit, the woman's guy said, no, that's blue pill shit. No. You love each other, respect each other, and that's it. If you want to be war with each other, then do submission. Do that corny shit and be war with each other. And then everyone, your family, friend, my side, your side, get involved. Enjoy that. I tell people, I love to be sarcastic and bullshit, but I say God, Lucifer, the universe, and I eat our popcorn. Free entertainment. That's what I tell people. If you see me any platform and you see the emojis, a little angel, a little devil, the universe, and I put popcorn, TV, and a couch, and I put entertainment. It's free for us. Cause I used to be in talk shows like you guys. I won't ever be in that shit. I make fun of myself all day, every day. Cause when you work on yourself, you can laugh at yourself like, damn, I was a dummy. Cause you see that around you. Like I did that. I let her control me. She can party, she can do whatever she wants to, and she can. Like I was a real abuser, but you both go back and forth. But I don't gotta get physical with a female at all. And, for what reason? But she could, and I allowed it to happen. But I loved her. That's called toxic love, man. Yeah, I love for them, yes, but that's called toxic love. You should not come home from a long day to work or in general and be like, yo, I gotta deal with you, and she has the same shit I gotta deal with him. It's that we don't want to see our kids, we don't want to see them. And you're like, damn, I had kids with the wrong person. No, everything happens for a reason. Life, blue pill talk. But once again, don't be too hard on yourself. If no one talks about MC good and bad people, how he functions, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally as beings, and there you go. You're a blue pillar. You went to church. You did good. You went by culture. You went by religion. You're not the issue. Your partner is the issue because they're not going by traditional ways. for the most part, and if they're more bad guy, more narcissistic wise, that's why. And the reason why you hook up with the good guy, good girl, hooks up with the bad guy, bad girl, because why? Opposites attract first and foremost, but if you're used to toxicity at home, your love is the love you did not get from your father. So you get it from this female, like I was trying to get it. And no matter what I did for my father, he wasn't ever happy. My first baby mom, no matter what I did for her, I could fucking bang her like a bunny, buy her the universe, she's still never satisfied. So like Nina told me, analogy, you are dating your father. That's why it's called child trauma. Like, damn, that's some harsh shit, but it's the damn truth. But that's it. That's that people. Work on yourself first and foremost. In time. I mean, we make it sound easy because we're doing that. A lot of people they haven't done that. Like, what do you love myself? Well, that's where you should start. You know what I mean?
Alright, man. I'm about to get off.
Oh, for sure. Alright, brother. Thanks for jumping on. Behave out there. Behave out there, okay?
Get some sleep till you get up.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to. I'll be up a little bit longer than I jump off for sure. Alright, brother. Have a good night. Stay fresh, hermano.
Alright, man.
Later. Good combos, hell yeah. That's why once again, like, y'all, when y'all go live, jump on other apps. Don't just rely on an app because they can vibe with other people. But with that said, I'm gonna read some comments before I get off here. And then finding my Moiv, she made some comments. Let me see. She put on there on IG side. She's like, I have a child and me and my ex are separated, but we have put all our issues to one side and keep things nutritional around a child, and it's so much better and healthy than we were together. Oh yeah, very well said, beautifully. That's cool. Like when you get working yourself individual, right? And from there, why is like you do your, like what I did. I felt bad with myself. Like, okay, like what was my red flags? What was my toxicity issues? What were my narcissistic issues? Like me, off the back, I was a verbal abuser. I could tell people like I became number one words with my father and my first baby mom. She's like, after her, I was like, please, I've heard every bad term in English and Spanish, so I don't die at words anymore. They just, you can say initially I became numb with them, and then to a point like, you know what, I don't even care, they're just words to me. But see, that's to me as an individual. I use my narcissist traits not knowing they were narcissistic ways, and I'd be like, yo, they're just words to get over it. I would tell, curse out my kids, curse out my ex, and anybody. Like, but I would give warnings like, yo, like if when you trigger to the fullest, no, there is no warning. You're just popping off and that's it, because you're just a fireball. Your narcissist traits, going off. Lucifer's in your with your voice, gaslighting you. He or she just called you stupid. Your kids are making a mess. Whatever situation, you're just going off, right? And that's when in time you can control your narcissist traits best as. So with that said, and she was a verbal abuser, the physical abuser. But why did she become physical with me? Because I triggered with my words. I say I love her, but she's ugly. I say I love her, but she's stupid. I say I love her, but she's dumb. See, I destroyed her, killed her with words. And that's why she got triggered. Because I'm the person that says, quote unquote, protect love to the fullest because that's my partner, but I'm destroying with words. And what I would say, yo, they're just words, get over it. And she would tell me, yes, to you, they're just words, but not everyone's strong like you. Other people in the universe, like myself, going through it, trying to figure it out. And we're not like you. We die with these words. Those hurt us really bad. What I say, they're just words, get over it, man. I go my day. Kill me this year. I would tell you, yo, I love to debate then and now even more. I'd be, yo, say the same words to me. They don't bother me, just words to me. She's like, right, yeah, because you got destroyed and you're over them. I'm still trying to figure it out. So I wasn't being wet. The whole empathy and, consider all the good stuff. But that's cool because now what I do, I fall back, worked on myself, so I intended not to do that. That's why I try to avoid that. And that's why the intent and potential to be, we match energy, we do not take energy. I'm not being when I say this, why would I be with a person that's toxic? Remember this. When you work on yourself, remember you can't fix, change, nor save nobody in the universe. At all. The only person you can do that for who? The person in the mirror. No drugs, no pills, no alcohol, therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, and the cherry on top, nor God can't fix you or save you. Blue pill talk, God can do that. Red pill talk, no. God gave us free will. God's like, I've been hearing you for your prayers for years. And you still haven't changed your ways, that's your choice. Whenever you want to leave, whenever you want to yourself, you can. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Especially as a Spanish person, Hispanic to Spaniard. Why am I saying what I'm saying? My family from Washington State, all the way to Mexico, and what's the original creators, European Spaniards, they can't teach you this. Potentially the therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, relationship coach, narcissist creator, potentially. But even then, like I talked to a bunch of therapists, they don't even like, oh, we'll mention therapy, therapy. We'll mention empath, narcissist here and there, but why don't you focus on them? Like, well, which is more than that. I go, no, it's not. I go, check it out, blue pill talk. All you empathists that are going and going through your feelings, right? Trying to figure shit life out, and you figure out like, why do I keep being with broken people? Why do I keep dying relationships? Why does everyone need to be? You're asking the why, but you don't know the answers, right? So with that said, then that's why you're what? Sitting with your overthinking, trying to figure it out. And the things you don't know what you are. And that's why your life is what? Because of your overthinking, like that analogy I love to use. Your life is like what? Like mine was. Like a picture like Picasso. Very colorful. You got so much shit going on in life. It's retarded. You're doing jobs, whatever, kids, whatever situation. You got too much going on for an individual. And that's why as a red pill, I tell people, that's why I focus on you. The narcissist person, your ex, I'm sorry what you went through, etc. But with that said, pray for them and let it be. Focus, I want you to focus on you individual-wise. So you work on your traits to see what's going on with your situation, to control your narcissist traits, and from there learn how to judge people for the potential to be, so they don't sell you a dream, right? That's why when the therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, when they hear the way I speak, my comments, my TikToks, they be also just black and white, imps and arcs, empathy and narcissists. I'm like, well, the great part is the last empath. Like, what's that exactly? I tell them exactly, because you don't know that term. It's not in the DSM-5 book. You can't even Google that shit because I created that term. Why? Because I was traditional. I did by religion, culture, save the V card for the right one. Did it work out good that way? No, and I became hurt because I destroyed the relationship. Now I'm a hurt empath, empathist wise. And what are the last ones? The last ones are the black market, like I said. Gangbanging, mafiosos, drug dealers, racist military cats. Those people right there, those categories in the whole universe, they're the most broken people in the universe, every which way. Show them love from a distance. Avoid them as partners. You want to be toxicity? Enjoy that shit. Enjoy to the full. I pray for you and that's it. Been there, done that, won't ever be in that shit. That's why I talk to somebody all the time. Yo, you can catch your feelings all you want, but we're just friends associates. I can't fake, change, or save you. I don't need to be saved because I'm blessed. I save myself. And I'm just telling a story now. That's all I'm doing, So with that said, I tell them that's why it's black and white, the great part. So I'm trying to make everyone's life simple as possible. So behind the screen, you work on yourself. It starts everything in the universe. Every day you wake above ground, it starts with you, the person in the mirror. So the person in the mirror, do you love them authentically and unconditionally, with mind, body, heart, and love 1,000, or do you hate, dislike about them? You can do BBLs, get males and females, get your cosmetic surgery because you have the money, power, all good shit, right? But that doesn't change you in your mansion, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, in your mansion. How are you in your head? How are you? So cosmetically outside, you're beautiful. You can pull all the guys and girls all day, every day, and all that is just lust. That's all it is lust. But they can't fix you or save you. And time as an individual, the intent is to have a partner that you love. Like I say, like I say for everybody, the motto. For me, the potential is to be what? We match our energy level, standards, and love language. Then we become each other's friends, best lovers, porn stars, and what? Therapists. I lust, aka we lust and love each other, only that's it. We see beautiful people around us, yeah, here she's beautiful, yeah, and they're on point, that's it. They're blessed. We move on with the day. We're not sitting there like gawking, undressing them, lusting. A massive difference. No. That's, if you don't have self-will, you're always going to fall to lust, and you are broken, you're not ready for a relationship. You think you are, but thinking is not knowing, And that's what I tell everybody, man. Thinking is not knowing. And that's why you want to test yourself out. Go, Vegas, whatever happens to Vegas, yeah, that's a city, right? You want a sin state, go to Miami. Lust everywhere. Free, everything. They're offering lust 1,000. Females have cosmetically, physically, way more offer than a male does. Why do you think you have all these OnlyFans everywhere? Why do you think any female goes live and they're showing everything? They're getting paid, followers, views, gifts. And 99% of them can't teach you anything I'm teaching you at all. They'll teach you traditional ways. Go to church and pray to God. Be a good person. That's awesome. That's how I get through life, just doing that. I'm blessed. And when the people do me dirty, then what? I'm no disrespect to OnlyFans females, nothing. No, if you make your money, more power to you. But with that said, don't fall to the blue pill and fall to the dollar. Don't have people buying your body out for Dubai and that's it for less, and then you chop you like little pieces for $1. So remember that. Narcissist people run the universe. They have money, power, like Andrew Tate and the whole squad. Multi-millionaire Middle Eastern cats. Who buy all that good shit. They can buy 20,000 wives. Every single one of them because, they got money. But with that said, that's all they can do. They buy them. That female will not ever be with them 100%. Take it back 1,000% unconditionally wise. Because she knows the back of her head. Man, my man's sleeping with 10,000 other girls. How can you say you love him to the fullest? Well, you can't love 10,000 people at once. As a friend associate, yeah, but not as partners. You can have love for them. Oh, yes, you can. But not love 1,000, because guess what? That's too much love to spread at one time, man. That's so much toxicity to have in my situation. But remember, to each own, I have nothing against it. Yo, if you're into open, polystring relation, more power to you. But I will say this, as a woke Neo in the Matrix, we're the refugees universe. I don't want to hear none of your feelings. Wait, oh, he's cheating, she's cheating. No, baby boy, baby girl. You wanted what? Open polystring relation benefits. You wanted the policy what? Sharing is caring. You got it. Now you feelings because he or she's spending time with whomever, not more than you. Then yo, that's what you wanted. That's your choice, and now you're dealing with it. That's called repercussions. So what are you gonna do now? Stay in a toxic relationship, an open polystring relationship, or fall back, work on yourself, and just try to be monogamy and just you and that partner, and that's it. So I tell people, you want to invite people in a relationship, enjoy that. But when it falls apart, then who do you blame? So me, when I did my friend event, the whole thing in Seattle, I was doing things with others, but I did not do any of menage a trois. They say threesome, none of that. No, because I know the outcome. So why am I getting involved in a threesome? And when someone gets involved in their feelings, I tell people, oh, we should try. Like, nope. Why? Because that's your homegirl, right? And let's say I've been spending 6 months with you, and then she catches feelings, or I like her, or taste more, whatever the situation is, and I chill with her more. Now you get in your feelings because I spend more time with her, and you guys are friends, and you guys got tension because no, thank you, I'm not getting involved in that. As it is, what you and I are doing is wrong, right? So why am I make it worse? No, you do that with somebody else if you want to. I'm not the one. And that's why they the female tell me, like, how can you deny us? Because I have self-will. I did my benefits. Every female I tasted, yes, but I'm not have like full TLC with them. You know, sex intercourse to the fullest. We did everything but that. Like, and that's how my buddies and my benefits. How can you do that? It's called self-will. If you do not have self-will, you're always gonna fall to lust. That's why white men cheat. All these blue pillars, Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tin, all of them. Oh, man can cheat because biology, all this shit, the Bible, Samsung. I was like, yeah, Bible, Samsung, because why? Andrew Tate has 27 supercars. So guess what, boys and girls? He could buy 27,000 females all day, every day. He's got the money and power, common sense, right? So with that said, do you have 27 supercars? Did anyone have that shit? No. So that's where they fall to what? The narcissist traits, their bad side. Lucifer offers them what? Man-made bullshit. Drugs, alcohol, pills. All the Bugattis in the universe, right? Man-made BS. So that buys you band-aids to happiness. Every which way. True happiness, unconditional love, support starts with who? The person in the mirror. Not your kids, not your partner, not your parents. No, you. It all starts with you. Everybody in your life adds to your unconditional love and support. Everyone does. If they get it, believe, you trip, you don't fall, you adapt to the situation because people are going through things in life. Like me, I'm not going to say this, but I won't ever shed tears for a female that leaves me. Ever. 2 years ago, I died. I figured it out. Guess what? I don't need nobody yet. We're broken and codependent. That's why we die in relationships. Because we think, I need him in my life. I need him in my life. Yes, think that. And I'm going to tell you why you're shedding tears. Because that's called codependency, wives. Like I was. We're brainwashed that we need people. Like, no, you want people life. That's why I tell people, switch your terminology. I promise you this. You will gaslight yourself hell a lot better. And you will in time learn how to judge real people. So you have better potentials to be. I mean, I do so many one-on-ones on all these platforms, hella platforms, Zoom calls, phone calls, and you know, some of them try to pass boundaries, send me pictures and stuff like that, you know, and show up like, yo, Reina Queen, my sister, please keep it humble. Like, yes, you're beautiful, yes, your body's on point, you take care of yourself, but you're not ready for relationship-wise. All you can offer me is less, and that's it. I can take it and that's it, but I have self-will. I don't want that, thank you. I want long-term. You're still going through it, and with that said, just, yes, look at the way you speak. I'm holding hand guiding you, and you catching feelings. That's a downfall. You're catching feelings. Remember, as a church of last steps, like I was, what's our flaw? 90% of our choices is made from what? Our heart feelings. 10% mind, head, common sense. They're always clashing. We don't listen to what? Our gut feeling. I don't ever listen to myself. What's that called? Intuition. In time, when we work on yourself, go to the healing, awaken, at least the awaken part. You know, the third part, the fourth part is woke. Yo, when you're woke, what are we? We're the woke Neo experience of the Matrix. We call everybody. We're the referees. Like, yo, you can change. I promise you that. Oh, but yes, you're a narcissist every which way. but in time you can change your ways. So with that said, don't worry about that. Well, I tell a narcissist, like, before I be against a narcissist, I'd be like, oh, you narcissist, you're broken, Lucifer's disciple, I won't even pray for you. How can I say I'm a good person, an empath, quote unquote, and I'm going to say, tell a person narcissist that I don't pray for you? That's my narc traits coming now, because why? Yes, I know what they are, I know how they function, they break, they see people use, yes, but because they don't know what they are. Ask him, how was the childhood? What? How did you get raised? Who taught you? Who raised you? Who's your caregivers? If they want to talk to you, they might talk to you about it. Well, my parents were there. I was an orphan. Oh shit, you have it rough. Yeah, you see, child trauma. Their child trauma versus ours is really, really bad, and that's why they did what they did. But in time, they can fix it themselves when they are ready to. You don't believe me? Analogy: watch the flick American History X. Crash course to life. Grab your tissue box. You haven't seen it, you shed many tears every which way. But a person that's more narcissistic, yes, I promise you 1,000. When they're ready to, when they choose to, they can fix it themselves. It don't matter if they burn all the bridges in the universe. They hell people dirty because they don't know what they are. So people, ask everybody, ask anyone, mother, father. Do you know what an empath narcissist is? Empath narcissist? What's that? Exactly. What is that? Blue pillar. Priest, bishop, empath narcissist? What's that? Blue pillars. You're around blue pillars. Like, you're probably blue pillar also, like I was. There you go. That's why you suffer in life. Religion, culture, environment is half your life. The other half is empathy narcissist. Everyone's got BPD, bipolar, borderline personality disorder, and empathy, narcissistic personality disorder. If that's not true, two simple questions once again. Why are you in your feelings? Why do you get triggered by words? They're just petty ass words. And if you don't know the answer to the second one, let me give the answer to make it so simple for you. The reason why you get triggered by petty words from anybody in the universe is because in your mansion, all the doors are pinned wide open wise. You have to go your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, and child trauma. That's why you have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. And the bottom of my neck says, underneath the mansion says triggers, all capital letters. Overthinking, reactive abuse. What is reactive abuse? That's when you potentially become verbally and physically abusive. That is called your narcissist traits coming out, because Lucifer's in yours, gaslighting, taunting you with your own voice, and now you're catching the case potentially, Wes. Or you, once again, become verbal and shit's flying. Now you're becoming physical. You're triggered by the words stupid, ugly, and fat, right? Scenario. And the reason being because you have many owners of the words stupid, ugly, and fat. And who's the original owners of it? Because you have your bullies, you have your teachers, you have your buddies. The original owners is the caregivers, whomever raised you, mother, father, auntie, uncle. That's the first person as a kid in your life that calls you, I love you, but you're stupid. I love you, but you're ignorant. I love you, you can do shit. I love you because you're a fuck up. Yeah. But with that said, as kids, we were still strong. Because we shed tears, become verbally, physically abused, and we play with the family, friends, siblings, right? What destroyed us, it sounds fucked up, but it's the damn truth. Relationships destroyed us every which way because we don't know what we are. We go by traditional blue pill ways. Watch your major love story. There's love flicks. Yeah, you're a middle school, high schooler fantasizing about a relationship to be, and when you don't get it, then what? You die. That's what I tell you, middle school, high schoolers. They're not relationships. You can't teach me how much I'm gonna do response to that 15-year-old. Like, yo, you're 15 years old. What advice can you give me in life? What can you teach me in life? Repo talk. Life, relations by your suffered, empath narcissist. Teach me anything. I promise you, you middle school, high schoolers, 99% of you can't teach me nothing. I'll be like, yo, so why are you in a relationship if you don't know the answer to what is love? Do you know what reactive abuse is? Emerson Rocks, nothing? There you go. So with that said, you're in a relationship and you're going to die before you graduate. That is awesome. And when you go once again, you go to the matrix with us older adults, experience, ready to have multiple relationships. Then am I going to be with you authentic wise, or because I'm going to just lust on you and that's it, sell you a drink because you're easy, gullible, and naive? What is it? That's the shit. But that's what that story to Forewarn, because if then what? Yeah. Why do you think you see your friends that are, whatever, 15, 16 years old, and they're dating guys and girls that are like 35, 40, 50 years old? Because they have what? They probably have a car, a house, etc. And they know how to talk to you. They love bomb you, say the fake much of love story, and little do you know they're just lust out of you and that's it. Peace got to go to the next. Your homeworld is cute. Your homeworld is cute. Yeah, there we go, because I love you. But hey, I just tell a story to forewarn you. If not, when you find the hard way, at least you heard it from my voice. But what behind the screen, what am I doing? Communication, comprehension. Your side behind the screen. Communication, you can comprehend whatever I say whenever you want to, which is your choice. I don't beat up nobody at the Bible. All you behind the screen on my pods, YouTube, you can all call me crazy. I'm crazy, but I'm blessed. Y'all saying still struggling with what? Words and feelings? How so? See? It's just words and feelings. If you break down life to the fullest, you get triggered and your feelings over words and feelings. That's all it is. Because you don't know what you are. You don't know how you function. That's why, all these pills and drugs can't fix you. All they do is numb you up and you run from your problems. How many years of your life do you want to be like Forrest Gump and keep running? Keep popping drugs, alcohol, pills because they can fix you and save you. And they're selling you dreams because they can't do that for you. All it does is numb you up. But hey, all of it, man, just day by day, baby steps. With that said, love you guys. I'm about to get off. I'm exhausted. So tomorrow I'll jump on probably during the day because I gotta go Seattle on Saturday again. So, love you guys. Have a good night. Stay blessed. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. Later, IG Squad. Love you guys. Take care. Later, Likey Squad. Love you guys. Be safe. Take care. Hit you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao. Later, you now. Stay fresh. Have a good night. Be safe. Later, Twitch side. Take care. Have a nice. Be fresh. See you guys tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.